Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Who cleared their throat? Right as the voice went to... Oh, it's a fucking... It's a sex. I thought someone learned that. Like, right as it... And I'm like, you had 45 seconds to clear your throat. Like, no excuses whatsoever. But, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for Geek for 674, the 674th episode. I am the Clown Prince of Podcast, Travis Snell, and I'm joined by...
I am the 50-50, Kirkland Patzer.
I'm the 10th episode, thousands of battle droids, Taylor Field.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are live with, like I said before, a couple of days. I got to pull up the schedule, but we don't have like an official newscast coming up in quite a little bit here, I don't think. I can't remember when. And
We're pumping the
usual,
brakes. We're slowing the show down now.
Yeah, Taylor's not watching trailers, so we've decided to stop and everything like that. But no, I guess I'm hoping the night right now. I have it. Yeah, I gotta look at that schedule. A lot of things are up in the air at the schedule right now, but we're hoping in September for us to at least do a in-person cast. So that'd be the next newscast. But yeah, we just got lots of shows right now because you can go and check Alien Earth. A big thank you to everyone that's checked out Alien Earth. Last week it was at 12. Now it's at 6. Or 6 biggest episode of the year, which I'm very surprised about. It's overtaken Last of Us as our biggest show of the year, and we got stuff like Dexter that usually does really well for us, and Peacemaker hot off Superman. So thank you to checking that out. And yeah, we got lots of good stuff popping off. But yeah, we got some fun topics today. We're talking about some Star Wars news. The Star Wars movie is actually filming. My God, like that we haven't been able to say that since 2018. There's set photos, man. They're there.
It's AI images. It's not real.
It could be. We got other Star Wars news. We got some trailers for me and Kirkland to talk about, and then we got some updates on just some small. It wasn't a massive D23 because I guess I kind of forgot this was Destination D23. The big D23 is next year, but there's some big date changes and some delays, which is going to hurt Mr. Field. But it's posed an interesting question because there's a new date all around as far as Disney, DC, etc. And then we're also going to reveal the winners of the 1994 Golden Geeks, and then we're going to do some draft updates. But we're going to start with what we've been watching. I will go first because I have a very short list. I've been on vacation. I watched because Taylor watched it. I was in a mood to watch No Country for Old Men, so watch that.
Nice.
That's great.
Nice.
That's one of the, maybe it's in my top 10 movies. Check out our Patreon top 10 year episode or top 10 movies ever. I don't know what fucking.
Have you ever read the? Have you ever read the book?
Let's do a top 10 year.
Top 10 years? That'd be something in all of history. No, I've never read the book. I'm not a book reader.
I was wondering if you'd done like the audiobook or something because I heard people like it in comparison with the movie.
I should at some point. I want to. My plan was to do the Lord of the Rings this summer, but I kind of forgot the kids were home. So my plan was to sit on the deck, enjoy the outdoors, and then listen to it. But there are lots of time outdoors. But maybe at some point. But yes, but says I didn't even know it was D23 had happened, so it makes sense it wasn't the big one. Yeah, it's kind of confusing, but they still announced some stuff. They didn't do anything Avengers related, and the Star Wars stuff kind of came out early. But so yeah, watch that. Me and Emily have been catching up on Love is Blind. Well, we finished that, we finished Love is Blind. Yeah, that's the reunion tomorrow. Okay, we got that. We watched The Ultimatum. Some been watching that stuff. I've been falling asleep every night. We try to watch it, but Kirkland, you a couple weeks ago talked about that missing Amy Bradley show or whatever. Yeah, so we watched that. I'm the first time we watched it, I fell asleep with 6 minutes left, and then with of the first episode, then the second episode, same thing. So apparently, when we get to that 6 minute mark left, we're always watching like the wee hours though. But yeah, it's a fascinating type of story. So we'll see what happens in the finale here and whatnot. But we haven't watched some true crime in a while because I think kind of like you were saying, I feel like Netflix was on a roll, and then I feel like because they were doing well, they just put out like anything. And I feel like I went through a string of watching true crimes, I'm not saying anything that's happened to someone that's affected their family and whatnot. It's like, oh, this is a bad one. But there's some stuff where it's like the Amy Bradley thing, very peculiar, very interesting situation, right? Where other times, like, this is a pretty cut and dry story, and like I don't know what's so crazy about this that I need to watch a doc, right? Like if I'm watching a doc and the first 15 minutes, I'm kind of like, I think this is what happened, and then that's what happened. You're kind of like, well, there's no twists or turns. It's like it's kind of odd at that point. That's where it just feels like they're trying to make content for that. And then I think the only thing I have to check my letterbox, but the only other thing I've watched is the Newsreader. Kirkland, I don't know if you've listened to the episodes, but if not, you haven't heard me, and I will in the future rave about Interview with the Vampire. I've been watching that. I finished those first 2 seasons and absolutely love that show. I love the guy that plays
What's it
Lestat.
on?
So the first season's on Crave, and then I had to get Amazon Plus or AMC Plus on Amazon to get the season 2, like a nice HD and
Oh,
whatnot.
that's
But
annoying.
if you get Crave, I feel like you can
I
watch
have
season.
Crave right now.
Yeah, the good thing of that is it really, like it's the first book and it's split into 2 seasons, but it's very much like Hannibal, which I appreciate, that each season ends where there's a little left over that the story can continue, but you could stop right there. Like season 1, you could get to it, and even if you didn't love it, but okay, that's like a closed chapter, I can go there. I don't think so, because for me, I watched a couple episodes and then I got hooked, and then I just 2 days went right through it. But I've been, he's on the man crush list. I haven't done it, Travis told you, but Sam Reed, only after a couple weeks he's on there. But he's on another show on AMC called The Newsreader, where it's back in, like, it's an Australian, I think in the 70s, and it's like, veteran, semi-veteran, like female reporter and like young up and coming reporter trying to get on the news desk. Of course, they end up entangled in a relationship, and it's kind of like the drama of what goes of like being anchors together while there's lots of drama going on. Like they're on the precipice of breaking up at one point, and that's when he gets promoted. Be like, you're gonna be on the desk beside her and stuff, and they're like,
It's just like that other show on Apple with
the morning show.
Yeah, morning show.
Yeah, it's similar like that, but obviously that's like the friendly one. This is like the love dynamic, and I just wanted to watch it because I'm really enjoying Sam Reed, and it's like a completely different guy. It's crazy. He's such a chameleon. So like I said before, I hope he ends up in something that we can review. Because
Is he Australian?
Yes, he is. Yeah, but then like his voice goes really well as Lestat because he makes it French, but he's Australian, but he has like a really deep type of voice. So it's yeah, I'm a big fan, and that's my Batman fan cast. And then we're only one episode in, but I'm rewatching Interview with the Vampire Family because I've told her I'm gonna watch and
The movie?
No, the show again, because
The show you just finished.
Yeah, the show I just finished. That's how good it was.
there you
I'm willing just to watch right away, because it kind of has like pacing of a book. I know she'll like it, so yeah, I plan to rewatch that again. And other than the stuff we review, that's it for me. So
Cool. Yeah, I'll jump in. I made my return to Letterbox, so I'm trying to
Right.
be good with it, and like any movie I actually complete, like rate. It's kind of weird. Like, what do you do if you fall asleep with a movie? Like you're like 66% the way through.
I only rate it once I watch
rating?
the whole thing.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta watch
like-
the whole thing.
Could you do like, or like, what if I watch like 60% and I actually don't want to finish it? Like, I don't want to go back. Like, no number rating, but maybe just like
Log
a little,
it, but
a
don't
little
rate
blurb.
it.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep.
But
those
is it a
tips.
movie you've seen for the first time?
No, like
I feel like if it's a if
I'll
it's
give
a,
examples. I'll give
Yes.
examples because this is what I've been watching. Shay and I watched Finding Nemo. Hadn't watched that in a very long time. Fantastic movie. Rated that. It was a rewatch. 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. It was totally holds up to today's standard. Watched Finding Dory, and I was very turned off right away. I didn't think it was going to be as bad as I just didn't think it was going to be that bad, because the first time I watched it, I don't know, it was okay. I wasn't like super blown away by it or anything, but yeah, right away I was just extremely set off by like the Dory memory thing. It just seemed so lazy, and I don't know. I just wasn't vibing with it. Fell asleep maybe 70% of the way through the movie. Really don't want to go back and watch it by any means, but I don't know. It's definitely a major step down. But there is some fun moments. I do like the octopus character, and like there is some fun moments for sure amongst just the characters overall. But I don't know. It just seems like it makes certain characters like dumb, like Marlin, for example. Like I just feel like there's so many moments where it's just as if he's like forgotten everything that just happened in the movie prior. So yeah, it's definitely upsetting. It's one of those sequels that I just wish it didn't happen. And I do want to watch The Incredibles soon, so I'll probably do that too. Go Incredibles 1 and then
don't do
Incredibles
it.
2. Another one that
it.
the first time I watched Incredibles 2, I don't know. I thought it was okay. Like it was a fun enough time. I did like the music and just like that type of style of movie that, of course, the first one has in there. So yeah, no, I probably won't rewatch Finding Dory. The other ones that I have started and did not finish was Despicable Me, because Shay and I secured our Tokyo, Japan Universal Studios tickets. So and on there's like a Minions something ride or something that we get to see. So Shay wants to go through the Despicable Me movies, and I didn't realize how many there are. I think I had only ever seen the first one before.
7 now. Well,
Are you serious?
if you count the Minion spin-offs,
okay.
but there's only
How
4.
many Minions are there? There's 2.
There's 2, and then the third one comes out next year.
There's 5 Despicable Me movies. So
4.
I don't know.
4.
I think I saw 5, or am I tripping? Okay.
You're tripping.
There you go. But anyways, I liked it. I don't know. It definitely not blown me away by any means. And yeah, just keep it on the trend of these animated movies. We also watched Cars, first Cars, which I really enjoy that movie. I think there's many moments that are great. It's not as shiny as maybe I thought it was in memory. Like it's not as perfect as I remember it being, but I still really enjoy the first Cars at least.
Interesting. No.
Yeah, shouts out to Cars. And
When Hudson Hornet comes out of retirement and like everyone
Man.
starts noticing him at the end, it's like
Come
it's just
on.
hype. It's
there's
hype.
so many Goosebumps moments in there,
Mhm.
and yeah, Owen Wilson, great performance. So yeah, also one of the best rides in Disneyland. Did you do that ride, Taylor, when you went?
We didn't get to. No.
There's a massive lineup all the time.
I know there
Yeah,
was. Yeah.
It's a good time though. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'd recommend that. And beyond that, no, I think that's it. I watched an episode of Dexter, like in 3 parts. It's just rough.
Just give up, man. Just throw the flag. We went
I
through
should
it.
just skip
and
to
then you
season
stop.
7, and then just watch through
You could.
the end. I don't
Or
know.
you just do it. I did the machete order. Like I still defend season 7, but in my machete order, I didn't include season 7 on my rewatch. I did 1 to 4, New Blood. That was a perfect 1-2 punch for me. Like even season 7, it's like, yeah, there's some stuff there I do quite enjoy. New Blood gives you enough information that you can go, okay, I can fill in the blanks here. It's like 6 ain't any better, and then you're gonna get to 8. Like, yeah, it's your. I don't know, but I wish you.
We'll
luck.
see. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much what I've been watching.
With our Dexter reviews.
Oh, so what have I been popping off? We watched Drop the other day, and
right.
what is that guy's name?
Brendan Scalar, the guy that a lot of people want to
Yes.
be Batman for some reason.
I didn't know about the Batman thing, but I first saw him in the Yellowstone prequel, 1923, and he's a fantastic Spencer Dutton. Oh my god, I love that character. So him in the movie was a real pleasant surprise, but he's definitely someone I can't see him in any other role. I just see him as this cowboy, in Africa in the show. So I can't. It's hard for me. He's just typecasted for me at that
So
point.
you can't see him as Batman?
I can't really see him as a Batman.
Yeah, me either.
No, when I know you can dye like his hair, you can dye an actor's hair and whatnot, but like I feel like he's just too. He's too dirty blonde.
I like
he's
that's
not,
your issue. Val Kilmer is dirty blonde though. And they
not the
they
same.
dyed Corn Sweat's hair for Superman, right? So they would just do the same.
Yeah, no, he's like he's dirty blonde and he's masculine hairiness. Bruce Wayne to me lacks hair. He doesn't have hair. He's
I think
clean.
Didn't Batflick have hair in that shower scene? Are we going to pull some abs?
Let's see.
Because Christian Bale, he was smooth. I agree with you. I like a smooth Batman. It's because I grew up watching wrestling. I like the smoothness on a male. So there you go. I don't think we really saw Keaton's body. I can't remember. We didn't
Does
see
he have no
Clooney's
shirt
body.
when he's doing his
We just see his
bats?
back, I guess, but it's in the night, so it's hard to see.
Yeah.
Kilmer, I can't remember. There's a scene where he is sitting in the Batcave with his shirt off. Oh,
Oh,
no,
he's
he's
smooth.
clean. He's clean.
He's
yeah.
clean. Yeah. So all
Okay.
these, oh, look at that. Yeah. So all these Batman, they're all clean.
Oh, he's so
Those,
smooth.
those aren't his real abs, by the way. They're legitimately not. It's like they CGI'd those on.
They
What about
CGI'd the Phoenix off.
So we got so no smooth there. Try and find Val Kilmer. You'd have to search up like Robin Batman argument Batman Forever because it's right after he was in the rubble and he's like, "What the hell were you doing?"
I
And he's
can't
like,
be smooth.
What?
If Batflick was smooth, I feel like Val Kilmer is smooth.
Yeah, and then who do we got? Pattison, he's smooth. So yeah, maybe you just gotta be smooth to be Batman. That's what's gonna happen. This guy won't shave. I'm keeping the hair. Like, all right, cool. But yeah, I think the guy's like a decent actor. I've said this before. I think most people's fan casts of who they want to be Batman in the DCU are really trash. Like this, Jensen Ackles, Alan Richardson, all good, but just like I just feel like it's just comic blindness. It's just like, let's get a big buff handsome guy. It's like, to me, you need a casting like Affleck, like Pattinson, where I want half the people to be like, oh, I don't really like this, because I feel like that's what you want with a Batman. You want some questions there. You want to see what's going to happen, because I think that means they get lost in the role. And Bale, you didn't have that because he was a newbie. Oh, I think he's a little there, right? Yeah, he's got a little.
He's got a little chest,
Yeah.
a little hair.
But yeah, he was dirty blonde Batman. So we've had one. We've had one dirty blonde Batman. So we could have two. But yeah, I don't want him to be him. He can be someone else. But I don't think Brent Sklar is the right guy.
But yeah, the drop was. I mean, it was interesting. It's pick who you watch it with, but it's not what I'm going to be rushing back to see. But
You're never gonna watch that movie again. I'm gonna promise you.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm not rushing back to see it. I'm glad I watched it the one time, and that's fine. But yeah, I won't be running back to it. No Country for Old Men, yeah, I watched that, and that's one that I had not seen since I was a little kid, and my dad put it on, and I didn't understand any of it. But Anton Chigurh, he's a guy that, again, as a kid, I didn't understand what the movie was or anything that was going on, but him as a character, he's someone that lives rent-free in my head all growing up, and he just freaked me out and terrified me. It was like the hairstyle or what, but just the idea of him walking around carrying his tank of like CO2, and then him just like, hold very still, please. Don't move, please. Like, just fucking terrifying.
What are you doing, sir?
Oh.
Step out of the car.
I'm not
Step
standing
out of the car,
still with
please.
this guy doing this shit, but man, I'm so happy just watching it, taking my time with it too. Watching it, I didn't do in one sitting. I watched it in 2 separate sittings, and it was just so fucking awesome. Just everything when you got the hotel sequence, everything that's going on there, and how intense that was, all this crazy shit, and then just afterwards, I was just like Googling it and reading people's different perspectives on it. There's so many different viewpoints of this movie, and I just love reading everyone how everyone feels about it and how everyone interprets it differently, and just at the ending too, just how like karma kind of comes around, and how like Anton's kind of like he kind of goes against like his moral code a little bit when it comes to I can't remember her name, but the wife character, and it's just there's so many interpretations, and I love it, and I want to rewatch the movie again already because it's so freaking good. So. And
Yeah, I saw
like
that
I
score.
said,
That was a dirty score you gave.
I changed it.
What'd you change it to?
It's a 5 out of 5 now.
Wow,
Got
he
peer
went from
pressured.
4 out of 5 to 5 out of 5. Yeah, Carla Jean Moss.
Carla Jean, yeah.
R.I.P. to Carla Jean. So.
Yeah. But other than that, we're trying to get into the Landman. Haven't started that. Well, we started it, but haven't got Madison fully on board yet. But she'll come around. She'll
She's
come
not
around.
vibing with it.
Not yet. But she'll come around.
Madison
Clockwork
doesn't strike
oranging
me-
her in the living room.
Madison doesn't strike me as a Billy Bob Thornton fan. So
So I've spoken to a few people in relationships, and they say, okay, like the guy, he watched it, enjoys it, and then all the ladies in these relationships, like, it wasn't there for the first episode, but then afterwards, it's like, oh, this is really good. I want to get into it, and then to go back and watch
About
it.
the
So I think,
show. They know Billy Bob. I'm like, why are you just going? Hey, how do
Yeah.
you guys feel about Billy Bob as a couple there?
specifically Billy Bob,
Yeah.
But no, I think other than that, I haven't jived into anything. Just still a lot of Frozen, Frozen 2. Wake up in the morning on a Saturday, like, Teen, what do you want to watch? Frozen 1 or Frozen 2? Frozen 2.
It's the better one. It's a good choice.
Good movie.
Let's see. We didn't have a I guess we got another question. Taylor, you can't answer this, but Charlie Randell asked. I didn't prompt you, Kirkham, but I think you can be on your toes with this. He said, just finished my Tarantino binge, because if you guys go listen to our Geek First Day trivia, we told this before, but Taylor's trivia, it was revealed that Charlie hasn't watched any, I think it was any Tarantino, right? I think at that point, or maybe just one thing, but I think it was any, because I think we were telling him what to start with. But I was able to watch all his movies for the first time. Absolutely loved every single one except Jackie Brown, which I think I'm on that wavelength where I don't dislike Jackie Brown, but I could never say I love it. Where honestly, like I'll also say I don't love Hateful Eight as well either. I know a lot of people do. I think I really enjoy that, but that's definitely the bottom two. But my top 3 was definitely Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill Volume 1, and Django. I saw your guys' ranking episode, which we did in 2019. I was wondering if you guys had a favorite villain in the movies. I know you guys did a character ranking, but want to see if you guys had a favorite antagonist. Mine's either Leo from Django or Bill, I think. And yeah, for me, it's always Leo. I think that to me, I think there's a couple times where Leo ascends and gets to different levels as an actor, and I think that's one. I think like it sounds weird to say because Leo was certainly established by that point, but I think Tarantino still even made him a better actor, and I think the acting from that point on in Leo's career, after that's when he won the Oscar too, I feel like he upgraded there, and I feel like Tarantino unlocked something in him. So yeah, I think for me it has to be Calvin Candy because like he's menacing, he's a terrible piece of shit, but I also loved that they make him he thinks of himself as this savant, but he's not. Like he says French words the wrong way. God, what's the doctor's name? What's Christopher? Not Christopher. Is it Chris? No, I'm not walking.
Waltz?
What? Waltz. Yeah. What's his name again? He's the
remember.
He's the dentist. It's something. Schlanner Schmidt. Like
help you.
it's something. But anyways, when he does that whole diatribe about this like book in the library and comes like, yes, of course, and he's like, he was black and he had no idea. Like I just love that Calvin Candy, he's such a fucking idiot too. Like, but that's the thing, as we see, like, doesn't matter if you're dumb people can still rise to power and do terrible things. But that's why I think he is just perfect, and I think he's good because I guess it's like Bill does all that things at the wedding, so it's not like he's a good character, but I feel like at times Tarantino tries to make him, because he is like a love interest, there's like parts of him you can understand why she'd like Bill, where there's nothing about Calvin Candy that is redeemable or a good guy. And I think that's because I know people always go, well, villains, you gotta see their point of view. No, you don't have to if you write them well enough. Like Heath Ledger's Joker didn't have a point of view. Like Calvin Candy doesn't have a point of view. Like Patrick Bateman, no point of view. It's just for whatever reason they're wired this way, right? So definitely Calvin Candy.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I feel like he's just the most evil out of like the villains. Like there's just so many redeeming qualities that maybe you could give like other villains in the franchises, and there is so many like fun picks you could take, even just like in the Kill Bill, like 2 movies alone of just like the and like
Lucy
the enemies
Liu.
that the bride has to fight. Yeah, exactly. I always, the iconic one for me, like growing up, was the nurse in Kill Bill with like the eye patch, and just she would always do that whistle. It was just such a like, I don't know, iconic sequence, and yeah, I just her face off with her is always just stood out for me. But yeah, no, definitely Calvin from Django. Just as you said, like being just so like full of himself that yeah, he thinks he know these certain things, and just coming off like certain charismatic qualities that I think you're just getting from Leo, just being as good as he is, and then you get the iconic scene when he smashes the table, cuts his hand up, and there's just there's some great gifts that came out of that movie too, revolving around him. I love to use, so yeah, iconic.
Not honorable mention, but even though like Bill would probably be the next choice, my actual next choice would be Stuntman Mike. I fucking love Kurt Russell in Death Proof. Man, that is a fun
That's a good shout out.
B-rate like 70s horror film. Have you ever seen Death Proof?
No.
You need to. It's
Watch
right
out,
up your
Madison.
alley, man. Yeah, you should. You know what? I actually think it's fun.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Oh.
Yeah, it's
Sky
a
high.
sad cast, but like especially after you watch Pulp Fiction, you loved it. You should be doing the same thing as Charlie. You should start to go through Tarantino's work. But Death Proof is like a 70s thriller serial killer like throwback. It's supposed to be like a grindhouse sort of vibe to it, like almost like a B-rate type of movie. But Kurt Russell, he's the villain. He's a stuntman that goes around killing people, and it's, man, there's some, I'll just say how he does it. Some of my favorite Tarantino scenes in there, the build up, the anticipation. So yeah, shout out to Kurt Russell, because I know lots of people put that as their bottom tier Tarantino. Not for me. That's I know we did the rankings. I can't remember where it is, but I think it's like at least middle, maybe upper middle. But yeah, so I got that in there. I suppose says Jackie Brown's his fourth favorite. What's
She's right at a sky high in this. Oh boy.
well, I think the fucking feet too. Yeah.
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
Yeah, Tarantino was letting his inner demons come out with this one. There's actually tons of there's actually tons of feet shot in Death Proof. He was juicing on that day, but
Mendes Till Dawn, right? That's the movie. With
yeah, with the Salma Hayek pouring liquor down her foot. But yeah, I tell you, you should definitely watch it. I love Death Proof and Planet Terror. I need to give Planet Terror another watch. That's the one. I'm not sure if you guys do you know. Do you know what the story was with Death Proof and Planet Terror?
Say that one more time.
Do you know what the story was with Death Proof and Planet Terror? Why they were linked?
No.
So Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino had this idea to do. They released it as a feature called Grindhouse, and then
okay,
it was,
yes, I remember the Grindhouse.
So it was supposed to be like a double feature you'd have back in the day. So I can't remember what one first. Maybe it's a different one. But let's say they showed like Death Proof, and then in the middle they had a bunch of trailers. So like Taylor, you remember that Thanksgiving movie that came out last year with Eli Roth? They had back in the day, like in 2007 or whenever Death Proof came out, a fake trailer for the movie Thanksgiving. Eventually they made that into a movie. I think there's another one, Hobo with a Shotgun. That's another one.
I love that one. I own it on DVD.
Yeah, there's another one that Rob Zombie did. I think it's some with like werewolves and like Nazis or something like that. Okay, it's Planet Terror and then Death Proof. Yeah, there's no way Tarantino was being the opening match. He's got to be the main event, right, I suppose? But no, they did all these fake trailers. Like, I didn't get to see it because I wasn't old enough, but man, I would have loved it. And yeah, so that's what they did. And it's such a cool, like, fun throwback. So,
Kirkland, have you heard of Hobo with a Shotgun before?
Oh yeah, I think I've seen it.
You've seen it?
Is Planet Terror the one with the girl with the gun on her leg?
Yeah, gun on her leg. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
And I think she's in I can't remember what the hell's her name, but she's in both of them, I'm pretty sure too.
I remember like commercials for that back in the day, and I think she has like an M16 with like the noob tube attachment,
Yes.
and then she like shoots it and flies with it at some point.
Yeah, I just
I remember seeing like that.
I remember that being at a time where maybe that was almost like too cheesy for me, where I just couldn't appreciate it, but I should try to go back and maybe watch them both. Let me see if I can pull up these trailers quickly, and I'll try to... Is there like a... Oh, and that's where Machete came from, right? Machete that started as a trailer as well. It was like a fake trailer, and then they made it into a movie. So that's where it's like... Oh, here we go. Okay, I found them all. So let's just quickly pull this up, and then we'll get into the news here. But let's see. Greenhouse. So you got this. I'll keep the audio down quite low. But yeah, so they'd have... So yeah, theater playing back-to-back films exploring sex violence.
The directors of Reservoir Dogs, Desperado.
Okay, this is for the actual movie, but let me see if I can find yeah.
Yeah.
Terror and Death Proof.
Like, this is what I want the Alien and Predator directors to do right now. You know,
Oh,
like when
man,
they're,
that'd be
you know,
so
I
fun.
would, yeah. See, like Rob Zombie did a fake trailer, the werewolves of the SS, the werewolf women of the SSS. This one's not. I think this is the only one that's not been made into a feature film yet.
Fuck, let's get this made.
Yeah, but luckily, like it's pure Rob Zombie, like naked ladies, stuff like that, and then of course his wife's in there, as always. Let's see if I can do. Oh, Nick Cage as Fu Manchu. Well, they couldn't do that now, but but what's on this one? Let's see. There's.
Oh my god, that's fucking Malfoy's dad.
That's Jason Isaacs. I don't know if this one's don't. Oh, this was Edgar Wright's. He just did a film that was like almost like it's funny, like how Jordan Peele did Nope. It's just like you're gonna go in this room, don't. You're gonna go in the don't. So this is another one that they didn't make, but that's what was so like.
Jesus Christ!
How have like? I'm guessing maybe I'll pull the box office quickly before we get in the news, but like. I would like this is so cool thing about the 2000s where it's like Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez are doing 2 movies and then the middle you're gonna get trailers, like little short films from acclaimed directors at that time. Like, wouldn't that be so cool if you got someone like I don't know, let's see, trying to think of who you would pull. I'm just gonna say, let's say you get Zach Rager and Jordan Peele. You know, you have 2 films of them, and then the middle's like a bunch of different trailers. But I wish I was like old enough to say, yeah, here's Thanksgiving. And yeah, this is cool that they made them into actual movies eventually. And some of the kills are the same in that, but yeah, I'll have to put
Oh, there you
of course.
go.
Oh,
Boobs, right in the trailer.
Might have to edit that out later. But let's see. There you go. The Hope with the Shotgun
YouTube didn't
trailer.
catch that one.
No, hopefully the Hope with the Shotgun trailer isn't in the American release of Grindhouse. I remember. Okay, there you go. So, and shout out Mike had a good one. I don't know how I forgot. Maybe it's because I don't consider it his top film, but many people do. He says I love Hans Landa because he's the only Tarantino film that villain technically wins. Like he does. I can't agree with you there, Mike. Like.
He does not win.
I don't think he wins. He's gonna walk around with a Nazi symbol in his head for
I
the
don't
rest
even
of
think
his
he's
life.
walking around. I think he's gonna bleed out and die in the woods.
Well, and even then, like I think someone's gonna find him and kill him. Like I don't think Hans Landa lasts long. So it's kind of like he wins the battle, but does he win the war? I don't really know if he does. You know, that would be my opinion in that situation. But it's a funny way to look at it. So let's see, Grindhouse box office. So. There you go. I ask, why don't they do it? The first thing that comes up, Grindhouse was a major box office failure, grossing approximately 25 million worldwide against a budget of 67 million. Open to 11.6 million its first weekend. Fuck you, everybody. When did this movie come out? Was it 07? Yeah, 07. Fuck you, everybody, in 2007. Like, you had fucking Robert Rodriguez, Tarantino directing 2 movies and a bunch of cool stuff in the middle. Like, so that's why no one's done it, because it's just not happening. So there you go. We'll take our first ad break and we'll be right back with the actual news. We'll be right back. And we are back. So let's go into a galaxy far, far away to start off with. We got some news. One's a rumor and one's actual news. The rumor side is we've gone back and forth this a little bit, but it looks like it's heating up in a way where, so Simon Kinberg is writing this trilogy. We don't know if he's directing it. I'm kind of hoping not, but he's writing this trilogy. I guess the word is it's going to act like episode 10, but they're not really sure if they're actually going to say like Star Wars episode 10 blank. They might just say, hey, these are sequels, these are the follow-ups, but in the way of when they're like, oh, well, those are about the Skywalkers, even though Ray Skywalker, I imagine, would be in these, so it's like still a Skywalker saga and stuff like that. But I guess that's kind of a leaning theory that might be, I don't know, a game time decision. I don't know. And then the other thing is, you know, unless it is AI, like Kirkland says, they did release a photo, which is the thumbnail of Ryan Gosling and this kid. They went with an unknown kid, so no, you know, there's a bunch of fan casts. But if people don't know, this is Star Wars Starfighter, where Ryan Gosling, we don't know. I think he's just playing a scoundrel or something like that. We don't know what's happening, but I imagine when we look at Ryan Gosling, we see what type of roles he plays nowadays. Finds out that his nephew is force sensitive, and he's going to get his nephew to somewhere that can help train him X, Y, and Z. I imagine that's going to be Rey. It is taking place 5 years after Rise of Skywalker in the timeline. And then they announced all those people, like confirmed like Mia Goth, Matt Smith, but then they also confirmed, so there's 2 of these that confirmed and one that's a rumor, but it's from a B tier. So the B tier is that Eva Mendes, his own wife, is playing his actual wife in the film. So some might say it's kind of fun. I would not. But then also
spicy scenes. First opening scene
on that trampoline,
yeah.
just Amy Mendes, Ryan Gosling's cock just bouncing up and down. But Amy Adams has been cast as the mother, so she's either Ryan Gosling's sister or I guess sister-in-law, so she's the mother of this child. And then Aaron Pierre, who you guys, I don't think you've seen anything. Did you guys watch that movie? It was a hit last year on Netflix, Clay's Gonna Kill Me, but it was like an actioner thriller.
It's called Clay's Gonna Kill Me.
That's a good movie. No, Cocktail Clay, he like loved it. It's like very his style. He's the guy who got cast as Jon Stewart for the Green Lantern show coming up. He voiced Mufasa. I will pull up a photo
Helps
while we're
me not at all.
in March you'll know him.
Rebel
But
Ridge,
Rebel Ridge, yeah, that was it. It was a big hit for Netflix last year. It was like a thriller.
Superman Mike, quickly
let's
after.
see. Yeah, good job there, Aaron Pierre. I'll pull up an image, but yeah, he's playing Jon Stewart. So yeah, he's in the DCU. He is in now Star Wars. He's, you know, his agent's getting him work and stuff.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, you've seen it before. Great eyes. Well, look, we've got some more nipples going on.
Yeah, look at
tonight.
those eyes.
Lots of nipples. But yeah, no role unknown for him right now. But Taylor, I'll go to you because it's in your name. What are you thinking about this rumor, and what do you think about these castings? Because obviously that's a pretty stacked cast: Ryan Gosling, Matt Smith, Mia Goth, Amy Adams, Aaron Pierre, and then Eva Mendes. That's like that's a big tier of people right there.
It's big tier. It's big cake, a lot of icing on top. But I think that getting all these big names in here, I totally understand people on this side of the bridge where, hey, it's just too many big names, not enough no names, unknowns, right? And
coming
it's
over
gonna
to our
have
side now?
the big names. I'm
Six is too
apprehensive.
many?
I'm thinking that you know what, the Star Wars universe might be able to put a veil over top of it well enough that it's not going to really put me out of place of sorts. But again, I'm relying on the Star Wars, like this, the narrative and the script, and just the element and the aesthetic of this universe, kind of like coating over it.
Also, I forgot to say, so you can continue. They also confirmed the cinematographer of this movie. I can't remember. It's Claudio something. I can't remember his last name, but he's the guy that shot Top Gun Maverick and F1. So that could give us some style points of what this movie could look like. So obviously, if I'm not sure if there's a dog fighting scene or whatnot, but I'm gonna assume there is if you're getting this guy who I feel like is good at the cockpit maneuvering stuff. Because maybe he's not a scoundrel. Maybe Gosling's just like a pilot, right? Maybe he was in the what did they call him in the sequel series, the Resistance, right? Maybe he was just like he survived the Resistance battle, right? Like I wouldn't mind that as a backstory where he's not like on the run. He's just like a retired, or like maybe he got injured in the field, right? Maybe he was a pilot, but he has nothing going on for him now. I don't know, but yeah, they did get that cinematographer, so.
I think that's fantastic. That's really exciting. And like you highlighted this possible plot here where his nephew's force sensitive. Like, let's take you in. Like,
I don't think it's possible plot. I think that is the plot.
That is the plot.
They haven't said that, but like every
like
scooper
that.
under the sun has reported that is from C tier to A tier now. So that's the plot. So
I like that because I was getting confused and kind of worried. Like, okay, is this going to be like a Jedi already out there on a mission, a young Padawan? Like 5 years, that's pretty quick after Rise of Skywalker. I think this is a great idea, and I like the concept where even though it's similar to Mandalorian, we've already seen it. Like, hey, I need to find a Jedi, get you somewhere safe. They can take you and train you. I'm okay.
Too.
A little kid again. I'm okay to see this in a different light and a different era as well, where there's no that we know of Sith or anything that are roaming around at this point coming.
That's who Gosling is.
Get him. Who
Guaranteed
Gosling
Sith
is, yeah. So I'm excited. I am, and I just would love to see more post Episode 9 content because again, there's a good sandbox there where you're dealing with some interesting characters, interesting storylines, and whatnot.
It is the sandbox. Limited to nothing.
I mean, like the Legends kind of stuff that exists in Legends. There's cool things there, and I'm not saying they need to pull from it or use it by any means, but we've already
even then
seen
there's
them.
a stopping point, right? You can even if it's 10,000 years, eventually you're gonna like rub up against. Oh, we're getting close to canon. Like you could make the canon. They don't need to worry about. They could go next 10, 15 years in Star Wars. Doesn't matter because there's no you broke this and Kit Fisto's this age and da 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 da.
Yes, that's right. And I think that it's healthy for them to do it. Again, Acolyte could have been just written better in some regards and not be a little bit zany and what they did. But I think this is great. I think this is really, really great. And I think what Star Wars needs is a big time Star Wars movie where you have a bunch of Jedi. I understand people want to see different things, but I think it would be really exciting and really hype if they just did that 2-hour-long movie on the big screen and you just get a bunch of Jedi thrown in there. I think that would really, really be hype.
I don't
because
think this
for me,
is that though.
I think what this is going to start is going to kind of elude or introduce the fact that, okay, there is a Jedi Order that has been started by Rey, and this is where this boy is trying to get to. But where it is,
congratulations.
Where it is, I think that's going to be the thing. Not everyone's just going to know where this Jedi temple is going to be, and I'm sure Rey's going to kind of keep it a secret. Because even Luke's temple, no one knew where it was. Like Mando knew because he had like sources on the inside, right? And he was like good friends. But
he had Ahsoka, right? So
he had Ahsoka, yeah. So he had some people pulling strings from the inside. But I think the concept of them knowing, okay, there is a place out there, we've got to get to it, and there's going to be all these people coming in on the inside. Maybe there are some dark side users that they weren't able to make the cut and like get into becoming Jedi, so they're like, fuck you, Rey, and they become dark side users or something. Like, I'd be cool with that. Like, something along
you're
those
bad
lines.
when she's looking to rebuild the whole order, and like she's like, yeah, I can't take you. Like you're still not good enough.
You're Palpatine's granddaughter, yeah, but we can't take you. So.
Are you fun? Like, because I'm assuming. I feel like I'm assuming, and I want it to be Rey. Are you fine if it's not Rey? Like if it's just some random Jedi?
Her?
No. I said Rey, not Daisy.
Yeah, they recast Rey.
yeah. But like, and I'm not saying it's Finn. Like, are you fine if they just go to some temple and it's some other Jedi? Because to me, I'm kind of, I'd say perturbed. Because then I start to go like.
I need help. No, I'm kidding. I think what bothers me is that my biggest con is Disney has not owned up to the sequel trilogy and these characters. They've not done a good job at kind of standing behind them. Yes, they created this project and they've just kind of been hoping like, hey, maybe we'll just let it sit for a little bit like those prequels. Maybe in 20 years people will start to appreciate it then. No, like you put out this stuff and you're letting all your actors and actresses get so much flack for it. But these are your projects, and I think you should stand by the actors for what they tried to do with these characters and whatnot, and not just hide everything. I think getting a lack there of toys for when we got to Rise of Skywalker, there was very much a lack there of toys. The only content we really got was in Lego Star Wars, and then Star Wars Battlefront 2 got that final update, which had a whole bunch of Rise of Skywalker stuff with the characters, which was fantastic. That was great. And then after that, it was just nothing. It was crickets. And I don't think that's very fair, and that's not very right. It leaves a bad taste in the actors' mouths, too, because I think that they really did a good job at trying to flesh these characters out. Just the writing and the consistency of the narrative is what really, really weigh them down. So I think them putting Rey aside and not giving her a spotlight in some regard in this movie is a huge shot in their foot, and it does not leave a good taste in my mouth towards them. I think, you know, if they put another Jedi in there, sure, that's fine, but don't just shut Rey out completely. Say like, oh, Rey's doing something out here, whatever. Like, and hopefully that leads to them bringing that character back into the future. Really, really do, because after everything she went through in Rise of Skywalker, she definitely deserves a seat at the table. Put Daisy in one of these projects. Like, holy shit.
No, recast her. Keep Rey, but
recast her. Yeah. Anna de Armas recast it.
A seat at
Sydney Sweeney will recast Rey.
a seat at the table. She fucking saved the galaxy. Like, oh, you can have a seat at the table, you know? Yeah.
You can be on the table, but you're not a master.
Yeah.
The old Anakin,
Yeah.
Anakin treatment.
Because it's that thing, too, if it is somebody else that's recruiting Jedi, I guess 5 years is a lot of time, so I guess you could say maybe Rey met somebody else and trained them, and they're also a knight or a master or something, but I would imagine they're not going to have a massive role in this movie. I feel like it's just going to be like a drop-off, and that's where it's like, why not just make it Rey? There's some fun service there, and I also get, because they say they want this to be single and not tied to the other stuff, but to me, we started to get into, again, okay, either there was a Jedi around during all this episode, like 6, 7, or 7, 8, 9 stuff, and they were nowhere to be found, or it's like in 5 years, someone's eclipsed Rey as far as like they're the Jedi, like, you know, trainer. Like, I guess unless he's just like, my master Rey is away, but I can take you in. Like, I guess he or she could say something to allude to Rey, but I just feel like it's just kind of like a layup to me. It'll be a little disappointing unless maybe the story is they never find anybody, right? I guess we're just assuming that the movie ends with them finding someone, but what if it's like an Obi-Wan Kenobi situation where it's like a Kumail Nanjiani, right? Where it's like, oh, this is Jedi and he's not what he seems like. That they could do that, so that you got an insta sequel set up, right? Of Ryan Gosling still with this kid and they're still looking for a place for him to go, right? So I guess I'm just assuming they'll find somebody, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they wouldn't move. The movie would just end with them going, well, we survived this adventure, on to the next one, you know?
They get there. Gosling reveals to the child that he's actually the master. He defeated Rey in time passing and
Pulls her
surpassed
hand
the
up.
power level. So sorry, what was like the specifics on the so they didn't say Rey specifically?
No, that's just like the working theory. That's not out there.
Yeah.
We do know they're working on that Rey movie, but I guess it's just because like, well, like, and I think even then they said the movie was supposed to be like 5 years after Rise of Skywalker. So it's like, well,
It
that's
was,
5 years.
but I thought that they announced that it's changing and her
Well,
movie
they
was
don't
shelved and that
announce
she was
anything.
going to appear
No.
in other projects. I thought
They
was
don't
it.
announce anything. That's just what's the scuttlebutt going around. The scuttlebutt is they're doing that movie, and again, it's just so crazy that the guy that wrote fucking Peaky Blinders and now is writing Bond, he put in a script, and they're like, supposedly, well, this isn't good enough. And it's like, I don't know what's going on over there, but I think that's now the tough thing. That's why these stories are together. I think you have a Rey Solo movie. You have this movie that has Jedi in it, which you could assume Rey could be in, and then you have the Episode 10 follow-up. I think the Rey Solo movie's gonna die, and
It's throwing
whatever.
me off.
I know.
It's
but-
Rey Skywalker.
Yeah, I think so. This way, you got Rey movie, Gosling movie, Episode 10 movie. We'll just call it that. I think the Rey movie will die. All the stuff that was going to be used in there will probably just shift over to the Episode 10 movie, and just like instead of a Solo, let's bring, because even now I wonder what's going on, because Oscar Isaac after Rise of Skywalker is like, yeah, I'm never going to be another Star Wars. 2 weeks ago. He's like, yeah,
Money
I'd be
speaks.
yeah, yeah. He's like, I'd be down.
We're in
he did.
Cairo. What do you think we're doing?
Yeah,
Filming
he's
Star
still waiting for
Wars.
Moon Knight season 2. Only film movies here, but like I think that, and to me, if you are making an episode 10 in a sense, then yeah, you don't do a Rey solo movie. You make her main character A or B in that movie and move forward. Like I just feel like that's almost. I think lots of people like Rey. I don't know if people like Rey enough for her to lead a movie with just Rey and then to go over to episode 10. Like episode 10. Pay her, John Boyega and Oscar Isaac to get a lot of money, and then get some new cast in there. And I still think they're gonna do an adult Grogu as well. I really think that
I hope
adult
so.
Grogu will be in that.
Because that's
trilogy.
like, oh, where are we? We're like 5 years after episode 6, and then the sequel trilogy is 30 years later. So I
So
mean,
he's
he's 50,
34
so he'd be
years older?
he'd be 80
Yeah.
something years old by that time. So yeah, that
Oh,
would be.
man.
Well, and then plus a
He's
couple
gonna
more
be
years.
shredded by then. Just
Mando
like
might
six-pack abs.
be an
Smooth.
old man or dead at that time.
He
So.
better be dead. I think that like for me, it's just like, and you could also, they're saying 5 years now, but they could make that older. I just feel like that's a fucking layup. You do the Mandalorian Grogu movie, it's a hit, and then boom, Grogu's like, you start to get the like OG, like you get the episode, the sequel characters back. You get Grogu in there, cast some new actress that's hot and young, upcoming. Like they're like, I feel like that's the way to do it.
100%.
And then you got you're like, oh, I'm sorry, my Master Ray isn't here. She's pregnant, And it's like, oh,
I honestly,
Force baby.
because
Force triplets just to
I'm-
get some more, Skywalker genes out there.
There was no father.
triplets, yeah. Even though like Space Kylo's watching over there.
Plagueis is back.
Oh no, no. I honestly think it's funny because Kirkland, you brought up Sydney Sweeney, where I was talking with Emily today, where anyone but you happens, right? And it's the first time in years where like this rom-com does amazing. So it's like, oh, we got 2 big stars, and like last like month, Sydney Sweeney says 2 movies. Do you guys know that Sydney Sweeney had 2 movies come out in last month?
One of them, actually, no. The one I'm thinking of came out in like 2022 or something. So no.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking of a movie.
And that no one else did. Like Eden, which had like Ana de Armas and Vanessa Kirby, that came out, bombed. Americana bombed. So it's the thing of like, she's not the star she used to be. And I'm not trying to speak disparagingly, but I think there could be some of that on Adam Driver, because I think 65 was the test, and that movie didn't do the greatest. And we know that there was rumors he was poking his head around the Lex Luthor role. We know he had conversations about Reed Richards, and the rumor was, because remember, the rumor was supposedly Margot and him had the roles, but they wanted a higher amount of money. I think Star Wars, if they're wanting to get their players back, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that he comes back, and not even as a Force ghost, like alive. They will find a way to like whatever Force mumbo jumbo and bring him back, because I think they'll be like, because he said, "Oh, I don't want to do it anymore." But look at Oscar Isaac; he didn't want to do it anymore. And now, 6 years later, he's like, "Yeah, you know what? I'd do it." It's the same thing if they sit him down and say, "Hey, what if we find a way to get you back?" And I just think that like. I think that's, again, add him to the mix now. You get Kylo Ren coming back. Like, do what, if this is a trilogy, I keep pitching this for Avengers, but do what they did with Dead Man's Chest. End that fucking movie with fucking, do the Barbossa ending, but it's fucking Kylo Ren. And you don't explain how he's back, and then fade to black, and then go in that next movie. Everyone's like, fuck, like, how's Kylo Ren back?
That's how she.
Kylo Ren Lipso.
It's one of those things where, like, when you're playing Force Unleashed, and then you find out, like, oh shit, like Galen Merrick had a clone or whatever, and he's like
Oh,
the Dark
no.
Eyes or something. I don't need that kind of treatment, but like
They could.
There's that. It's, I don't know how you fucking do it, but he literally Force disappeared. How the fuck?
He didn't
do
become a
you-
ghost, though, right?
We didn't see him become a ghost, but his body disappeared into the Force. Like, his body disappeared.
We saw
So
Palpatine's body disappear into the Force. He became a big fucking thing,
Palpatine didn't disappear into the Force. He fucking
okay. He
blew up in
disappeared,
the
though.
Death Star.
Okay, he blew
did
up.
not.
He
He
blew up.
evaporated and disappeared is very different.
I'm just saying, Taylor, when Disney bought Star Wars, time travel didn't exist in Star Wars. And I know people are like, oh, it's the world between worlds. No. It's fucking time travel. Whatever.
Are
It's
you
time
okay?
travel.
Or would you be happy with it if they did a stunt like that? That's an interesting.
It all depends on the writing.
play.
If they are just like, if they just
Kirkland's checked out.
they could Palpatine it, right? They could just say
I like
somehow
it.
Kylo Ren returned, But do you not like it? Do you not want more Kylo? Like the way that And it's
No,
so
I'm
unsatisfying,
down
like,
for him. I'm talking about the fucking time travel.
That's how
stuff.
they saved Ahsoka. Technically, they did time travel,
There
and
is time
they
travel,
saved
okay.
her. So,
Yeah.
because Vader was about to kill her, and then Ezra uses time travel, pulls her into the future,
You're
and
trying to get me to watch this show.
All you, yeah, here I'm selling. All you have to do is some stupid mumbo jumbo that his connection to Rey was so strong that she kept his vessel there, and until they both died at the same time,
The
they
embryos.
won't- you know, and because what do they call them,
He's
the
so down
dyads,
bad.
right?
He came back from the
Yeah,
afterlife.
there's a dyad. Maybe they're like, oh, we didn't know what the dyad could do. They could resurrect one. Like, there's all the, like, they could do whatever they fucking want in Star Wars, and I'll take it to
They'll-
get Kylo Ren back.
They'll explain it. It was the dagger. It was the Sith
Yeah.
dagger from to give some significance to that item.
Yeah.
Brings back. Ben
What do you?
Kenobi.
Oh, and Taylor, you didn't before I throw to Kirkland. You didn't mention like happy with Amy Adams, happy with Aaron Pierre.
I like Amy Adams. Last I saw her was in The Office. Last I saw her again after that was Zack Snyder. So,
No,
Yeah.
was Night Bitch.
You watched Night Bitch?
oh, that's right. I completely forgot about Night Bitch. Yeah,
That's
it's
the last
kind
time you
of
saw it.
sweep that one under the rug. I'm not like a big fan of it really, but yeah. But I think that's cool. Yeah, throw her in here. Let's see what she can do with a blaster, a lightsaber. Who knows? A starfighter. And the other, sorry, was the guy
she's
from
just the mom.
Inbetweeners? Is that who you
She's-
mentioned?
She's just the mom. Who's the guy from Inbetweeners?
What is his name?
What the fuck are you
Simon
talking about,
Bird.
man?
I saw an ad that said Simon Bird is in there. from
He
The
is. I have no
Inbetweeners.
idea who that is. So
Okay, I've watched.
I like that
Birdman.
casting.
You
I've
ever
watched
heard
a
of the
bit-
Birdman?
I got bird blindness.
I I watched a bit of the Inbetweeners TV show, but those two movies freaking crack me up. Oh my gosh! So the fact that Simon Bird is in there, I just don't know who. I can't see him as anyone else but that awkward character. So I don't know who he would be.
He could
but,
voice an alien.
He could voice an alien. Absolutely, he
I
could.
think they always get comedians for aliens, right? Like
Simon
Phoebe
Pegg.
Waller-Bridge, Simon Pegg. Like it's always those people that are voicing the droids. Or like Bill Hader did BB-8, right? So I feel like he's a droid or an alien. That's what I'll tell you. I bet he's a droid or an alien.
Bill Hader did BB-8. BB-8 beeps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you know who did? Who was that fucking droid from Rise of Skywalker?
Oh, Dio.
Yeah, you know who did Dio?
Don't tell me. Wasn't it J.J. Abrams?
It was J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, that fuck.
Good job, Taylor.
Definitely.
Classic
You get the
comedian.
gift of foresight on that one.
I
You're
did.
getting that
Yeah.
one.
Kirkland, what do you think about these? Everything we've talked about, episode 10 rumors, these castings, filmings going on in Starfighter coming out 2027 May as of right now.
Yeah, I'm positive on all the casting choices. I like everyone that I've seen, out of that list enough. And just in terms of like episode 10 and what's this really going to mean for like who's going to be in it. For me, I would just be happy to actually get the project. So I'm going to try not to be too picky and choosy on like where we're going with the future stuff. Now that it's not necessarily like a prequel, as we were talking about, like the sandbox is open. We can kind of go anywhere. And if it does come out and it happens to be very safe, like we're just redoing, episode 4 to episode
Another
7.
Death Star.
Like, yeah, like if it does go that route, I'm gonna be like, well, at least we got a movie, and maybe if it does well, we can expand from here on. But yeah, it's been. I feel like I'm in the desert, and I'm seeing like what's the term? The hallucinations. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Mirage.
Like the big,
Mirage.
Yeah, the big
there you go.
meat.
I'm seeing mirage. When you're showing me set photos, I'm like, is that really like a set photo, or is it a mirage? So yeah, but hopefully it comes out, and yeah, I'm expecting a big spicy scene from the married people.
I hope not that. Yeah, I've said this before
I hope
because
not that.
fanboy Clay said, "Oh, Travis gonna hate this movie." I'm not gonna hate it. I will eventually. Just like if people don't remember, you gotta be a listener from 2016. I hated the Jared Leto Joker look, but eventually when the movie, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna drop it and just judge it for how it is. I will judge this movie for how it is, but I know some people are like, oh, that's cool. Like the married couple playing, that's just another thing that takes me out of like, oh, these people are married in real life. Like it just more me thinking about real life. Same thing with Amy Adams and Amy Pierre or Aaron Pierre. Like by that point, he's gonna be in Green Lantern. He could be in a fucking Justice League movie by that point. And it's like, well, now I'm seeing Green Lantern. Amy Adams, I just like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a way to word this. That's not like a hot take, but it just feels like we've heard this stuff before. It doesn't happen with men, but it happens with females, where it's like a certain age you get as actress and you gotta play the mother role.
Whoa!
And I just feel
saying she
like,
can't do this now.
are we
She's
already?
aged.
No, I feel like that's why it's like, are we? Am I at the point where I'm just like, Amy Adams to me should not just be the mother of the nephew that hands him off. Like to me, Amy Adams is like she's the female co-lead. She's not just like, oh, like take care. Like it sounds like she's in the Shmi role. Amy Adams is better than the fucking Shmi role, and that's what I mean. Where it just feels like because she's of an older age
Well,
now.
it's what they did with Palpatine's son's wife, right? What was the name of that actress? Because she was
Jodie Comer.
actually,
Yeah, but she wasn't a big star at that point. That's different. She was you didn't know Jodie Comer's name. Where Amy Adams, you see her, that's Amy Adams. That's Lois Lane, Talladega Nights, like Doubt. Like she's an Academy Award nominated actress. Like she's been in many things, right? So for me, one, I don't like it because I see Amy Adams, but two, I just like already I'm like really like this is where she is. She's playing like the probably like fifth, sixth lead in a Star Wars movie. Like I don't know, just felt off to me. I would just like Miss Adams get different. Like you're better than this. I think you're better than this. You should be getting the Mia Goth stuff. But
Would you say Daniel Craig is better than this for just being a stormtrooper?
Cameo's different. Cameo, that's fun. Like, oh, we're on set having fun. When you're just like in a minor role like that, and it'd be different if again it was hidden because I think cameos they make you feel special, right?
Maybe
Like,
she's
oh,
an
fuck
alien.
it. Well, I guess
Even more minor.
yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad actually when you say that, but again, it's talent. But yeah, none of this feels like Star Wars to me as far as the cast. I'll wait and see. I hope, like Taylor says, the script in the world put a veil over it. And it's like, okay, I can get past it. But man, 6 really well-known actors, a real-life married couple in it. It's like, I don't know, man. Like this again, this just feels like weird Star Wars stuff. But I'll take. This is my point, though. Like Kirkland said, I will take it over no Star Wars movie, or again, I'm not excited for Mandalorian and Grogu because I don't want just a Disney Plus episode on the big screen, which that's what Mandalorian is, you know?
Are any of these actors and actresses, in your opinion, like not great? They're not gonna like. They're just gonna
Nope.
phone it in.
They're all great. No,
So
that's the thing.
do you think that they're playing it safe in the sense like, okay, we could go for some low key no names, but then we don't know if we're like we can look at some of their portfolio, but we're not sure if we're really gonna get that quality. So we want to just buy the big names and get the chops behind it.
No, like we live in an age where like David Cornsweet was cast Superman, he's amazing, and we had Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Like,
But
even
he
look
had
at
twisters, on the portfolio and all that. So I mean,
okay, but look at Daisy Ridley, right? Look at Daisy Ridley, John like they weren't big people. Like I think
Attack
when
on the Block. They
that was not big though. That was not big. They got him in the room, sure, but like I think if you are a good casting director, when you're sitting in the room and they're reading the script, like okay, this is the person perfect for the role. I just think they feel that Star Wars needs the juice, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does, and that's why I cannot wait for Mandalorian and Grogu, not the movie, but the box office, and to see like how this thing does. Because if they make $1 billion, then they're doing great. Because then they got Star Wars back. People love Star Wars, and look, we got stars in it this time, so maybe people are happy. But then let's say if Mandalorian and Grogu disappoints, then I could say, well, I kind of understand them putting in all those stars and whatnot, because now they feel like obviously it's kind of retroactively thinking about. But then maybe when we get to the episode 10 movie, they'll go, okay, we don't need to break the budget on big stars. We can go back to just getting some no names because people are still here. Like Star Wars to me is the most interesting one because DC, we know their path. They're creating the universe, great. Marvel is trying to save the universe. They're trying to like reboot and get it going again, right? Where with Star Wars, we've talked about this before, the only show we know that's coming out is Ahsoka live action. They've announced nothing else. And other than Mandalorian and Grogu, which was a season turned into a movie like the Moana thing, the movies that are coming out right now are the Starfighter one and this episode 10, whatever it's going to be. Both movies are in the future. So now I'm really curious with these other movies that we get, whatever let's say the third, fourth movie is announced, is that also going to be in the future? Are we getting any more prequels? And I feel like I'm thinking it is going to be in the future. I feel like they're trying to, I think they're going to use Starfighter as a big bridge, whether Rey's in or not, just to connect, to be like, hey, we're moving forward and this is what Star Wars is now. And I know lots of people don't like Sean Levy as a director, whether it's Deadpool, Wolverine or Free Guy. Like I like Sean Levy. I think he's similar in a vein of, I don't think he's as good as J.J. Abrams, but I think he's in the vein of he can produce a movie that the general audiences will enjoy. I think for hardcore fans might be varying degrees, but even stuff like the cinematographer, like that's a great vote of confidence. Like I haven't seen F1, I will this week, but like Top Gun Maverick, it's like Star Wars movies at least usually always look really good, so you're bringing that to it, right? So
that's a big hitter. I mean, yeah, between F1 and Top Gun, holy shit, the visuals are going to be through the roof.
Yeah, it's Super Mike says, yeah, she could have a role like Laura Dern in The Last Jedi, and to me, like, that kind of fits with Laura Dern because I think other than like early in the '90s, she never got to like the Amy Adams level, in my opinion. Right? We'll talk about her later in a trailer, but yeah, we'll see. I'm excited it's filming. Just want a movie. Want stars back on the big screen, and I'll be very curious the next few years with the shows, with the movies. What is that? And maybe again, they might be smart just to say we got Mandalorian Grogu, we got Starfighter, and we got this Episode 10 movie. Let's not talk about anything else. I know James Mangold's there, but he keeps signing on to anything but DC or Star Wars. Like they've announced he's making a DC movie and a Star Wars movie, but every day or like every year or a couple months they announce, oh, he's working on some like what's the movie he's working on right now?
Clayface, right? Isn't that what he was?
No, he's doing Swamp Thing.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, so like he just the 3 weeks ago he's doing a movie with Timothy Chalamet at Paramount High Side. I don't know what it's about. We're not going to get into it, but I just feel like, man, that's super odd. Where they announced him doing a Star Wars movie like 2 years ago, and James Gunn announced him doing a movie a year ago, and this guy's doing anything but these movies. So I don't know what that says about maybe it was a good idea, and then he gets into the rooms and he's like, I'm not really a good fit for these. But both companies keep saying, yeah, he's working hard, but you know they also say Taika Waititi is working on a Star Wars movie, and come on, we know that's a fucking.
How many
lie.
years has that been?
I think that was before Thor 5 or Thor 4, so that was at least 2022, so 2021 probably.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and Starfighter also has Jonathan Trooper as a writer. That's a big plus. Taylor, I know he's writing. I'm pretty sure he wrote the Hail Mary project, I think. So obviously, if you end up liking the movie adaptation, let's see what else he's written there. I know he has some good credits. I just am not pulling them right now. Banshee, okay, I know that. Let's see, the Adam Project. Oh, so the other Sean Levy. Oh, so it's not the Hail Mary. It was...
says he's not involved. It's the Adam Project, right?
Yeah, which I liked it off. I didn't love that movie, but I'm trying to think why. Mike, tell me why it's a huge plus. Because I see, other than Banshee, is it just that as a Banshee? Yeah, Banshee and War. Okay, top tier TV. There you go. I've never completely finished Banshee. I started, but I have to at some point get back to
I've heard Warrior is amazing.
There you go. So all the signs are there, and we will see in a couple of years from now. What you're going to see right now is an ad break. We'll be right back. And we're back. It's something just fucking went into my eye. Maybe. No, this feels like dust, not a bug, luckily. But if you didn't want that ad break, head over to the link down below for everything you need to know. You can find everything there. Our video site, our video sources. Our video site. Yeah, you like those titties earlier? No, our video links, our audio links, and most importantly, our Patreon, where you can get this episode and every episode we've done for the past 10 years ad-free. You get exclusive episodes on there on a variety of tiers, retros, bread and butter, originals, rankings, lots of good stuff, commentary tracks. We'll be doing After 9, obviously, in September. You can vote on the Patreon stuff, so big thank you to the Patreon producers, Aaron Braden, April Darkness, Jack Grant. Thank you, Sam, Superbad Mike, Gallows69, Jeremy Renner, Charlie Randall, Cocktail Clay, and John with no H. We appreciate you being at the top tier. And yeah, you guys, make it that the way that we have a 13-day stretch of shows coming out, that's all you guys. Side quests, gimmick, the bonus stuff, you guys all pay and help us for that, so we very much appreciate it.
It's not a limited spot either. Like anyone can join that tier. Like it's sky's the limit. Join it. And,
it's not limited. Yeah. Get in there. Yeah, it's not. We don't have anything there to block you. So, okay. So I'm gonna rattle off some things here. So just walk with me for a second, okay? D23. Not many announcements except for the animation side, and there was some dates shift around all over, right? So I'm going to go walk with me here. Incredibles 3, that's coming out 2028. That's been dated for that. No official, like, whatever. Coco 2, beyond 2028. So there you go. We got a movie called Gatto. It's coming 2027. It's from the Luca director. The new film returns to Italy following a black cat named Nero. Indebted to a feline mob boss, Nero finds himself forced to forge an unexpected friendship that may finally lead to his purpose. Kind of just sounds like Puss in Boots.
It sounds like it's bombing.
That's what it sounds like to Taylor.
Yeah.
November. So next November, a movie called Hexed. It follows a teenager oddball and his mom who discover his weirdness is actually hidden magic, transporting them to a world where magic can run free. Now, listen, that synopsis does not sound great, but if you look at the concept art they released at D23, I'm liking it. Lots of Halloween. Hocus Pocus, like Halloween time vibes, like those type of colors and stuff. So it looks like it's kind of a more supernatural movie. So it's called Hexed. That's coming out next year. So at least, like, the whole joke was they're doing nothing original. So at least in the next 2 years, there are two original ones. Like, I saw Elio, and I enjoyed Elio. I liked it enough, but I like that there's still those coming out, even though they're slamming us with Incredibles and Toy Story. They had Ice Age move. So remember we talked about a couple weeks ago, that whole big December. Shrek's moved out of there, and now Ice Age has moved out of there. Ice Age is now in February. So really, the only Jumanji movie, or the only movie that's a family movie, is Jumanji. So they kind of have the market there. We're going to talk about this in the draft later. Taylor, you've lost Mortal Kombat. That's moved to May 2026. The reason I'm bringing this up is because when it moved there, it made a lot of people maybe worried, maybe curious, because if you guys don't remember, that's where Avengers was, right? Originally before it went to December. And lots of people were thinking, because I'll show it to you on screen as far as the July release date going on. I think we've talked about this a little bit, but people were thinking, oh, they're probably going to move Supergirl there because it's a big May movie. And in July, Supergirl is fucking just like, or it's June, it's just like buried between so much stuff. But they put Mortal Kombat there. It's unknown. Some scoopers say that Warner Brothers is confident in it and they're putting it in a summer slot. Some have said that tested really well and they're going to do a bunch of reshoots. We don't know. But if you look at Supergirl, that is...
That's not what S-Bub said.
What did he say?
Or maybe it was Super Bad Mike. That the test results were fucking atrocious.
Well, that would be the reshoots then. They would have got they would have got that results back. Be like, we're fucked. But if you look at, we've talked about this before, June, Masters Universe, okay, whatever, Scary Movie 6, Spielberg, but then Toy Story 5, Supergirl, Minions, and then Moana live action, The Odyssey. Evil Dead Burn's not going to do much like in summer, but then Spider-Man. So that's the thing where, yeah, like to me, and I know we'll talk about that other Disney stuff. I really love the first look that we got of Supergirl. I think we all did. I like Millie. I think this movie could be something different. I do think it's kind of like Fantastic Four, where I was on the bandwagon. They should have moved it to November, and they didn't. And they kind of, I think, it bit them in the ass. James Gunn and company need to fucking move this movie. Like, if you look at that run of... If you look at this, Spielberg, Toy Story, Supergirl, Minions, Moana, Odyssey, Evil Dead Burn, and Brand New Day Spider-Man, there's going to be at least, I'm going to say 2, but probably 3 to 4 movies that people will actively skip. The same way certain movies just bombed this year, like a Snow White or like a Captain America, right? Like, I unfortunately could see Supergirl being that movie, but no, now they put Mortal Kombat in May, which I think is not a good date either for Mortal Kombat. Like, I think that's like just not May, I guess. Like, I don't know where. I think it's to me more fall, like in the gaming season. But so also
an early year movie. January, February.
Yeah, January and February. So also through a lot. So you can jump on whatever with Supergirl, with Mortal Kombat, the Disney stuff. But
the Disney stuff all sounded intriguing, even if some of the plots in there. Gato, maybe it was.
A little by paint generic.
Yeah, but I'm sure when I get a trailer, it'll look cute. And if I don't see it in the theaters, it'll be one I eventually do cross off my Disney list. I'm just permanently subscribed to Disney, so it'll eventually.
What's your
like
reasoning?
Tumbleweed. What's my reasoning?
Yeah, because we got the kids. Like, I'm gonna have it forever, but
I think we just have like comfort movies and stuff that we just love to
Yes.
rewatch, and nostalgia is there. I don't really watch too many series on there, but just having like the options for like all the Star Wars stuff and all the Marvel stuff is great to have.
plus you got all the
Barbarian.
Fox stuff now too, right? Well, yeah, but it's true.
Exactly.
Barbarian, Predator, like all Alien, like all that
Exactly,
stuff's there
Barbarian on
now.
repeat
So
every Tuesday.
he's like, not again.
Yeah.
Shay getting off a 12-hour shift, sees you opening credits, Barbarian.
Look at me! Oh no! Jesus Christ!
She has seen it.
Christ. Oh, there you
She
go.
has seen it. Yeah.
The move with Mortal Kombat to May, I feel like that kind of fits with them just doing the spring release, because I was looking at the first Mortal Kombat was April, and then Godzilla
Was it?
versus Kong was in March. So I feel like they just kind of aim their movies for this time frame roughly, right? I mean, those are
Yeah.
just two others, so I don't have a large.
But do you
kind
think?
of thing.
But don't you think Supergirl would be the better? Like, because here's the thing. Like, I guess Mortal
I think
Kombat,
they should move Supergirl. I
Mortal
totally
Kombat
do.
couldn't go into July. Like that would get eaten up by the Moana and everything like that. Like I'm not pitching that here, but let me just see like even in October of 2026. I'm trying to find like what do you got in October? Okay, so in October you got the Last Airbender movie. You got Inarritu's new movie. That's an Oscar movie. You got Whalefall, like this is a perfect fucking Mortal Kombat month. Right here, October 2026. You put that the same fucking day as I don't know what is Whalefall. Like I don't know what Whalefall is, but like let's see.
Called a moonfall.
Falls a scuba diver who, while looking for his father's remains, is swallowed by an 80-foot, 60-ton sperm whale and just has 1 hour to get out before his oxygen runs out.
That
Stars-
sounds awesome.
Stars Josh Brolin and Austin Abrams. But like, okay, I'm not saying it doesn't sound awesome, but like the general audience are going to see that or Mortal Kombat. They'll go to the Mortal Kombat side, right?
I don't know. I might go see Whalefall over
Okay,
Mortal
settle
Kombat.
down. Buddy.
Yeah, you wouldn't, Taylor. You fucking know you
Okay,
would.
there was what was this movie? Because there was a movie that came out earlier
Put the
this
same day
year.
as Cat in the Hat. Like go counter program. Sorry, Taylor.
The Last Breath. That was one that I watched earlier this year, and oh my gosh, I freaking love that movie because
Right,
that's
yes.
Simu Lee, Woody Harrelson.
This doesn't
Man.
sound like that though. That's like a realistic.
No, but it was
documentary movie.
no, it was a guy trapped at the bottom. Yeah, it's not. This is obviously the whale thing. That's based off a book, but this was like it was a real story. The guy trapped at the bottom of the ocean, and he basically had like a half an hour in his oxygen tank, and it was just like you had the rush to get him out there. So that transported into this. Even the cover art for the book looks freaking terrifying.
Oh, it's a book.
So I am so all over this. I'm gonna pull it up so you can see it here.
Kirkland, do you also think that Supergirl's in trouble if they stick on that July or that June date? Oh, that is a cool. They should that should be the fucking poster for the book.
Yeah.
They should, or for the movie. They shouldn't even fucking just get Josh Brolin's head on there. Or I guess it's Austin
the whale.
Abrams. That's so funny. It's Austin Abrams and Brolin. They were just in Weapons together. That's funny that they're doing this. Yeah, which should everyone listen to Weapons. Weapons. The horror people in our community this year really showing out. It beat Sinners. Beat 28 Years Later. Our third biggest episode of the year. Fucking like that Alien. We've really hit with the horror fans appeal. So thank you for that. But yeah, so keep that covered. But yeah, Kirkland, do you think like? Do you think Supergirl can get past that and just pops, or is it just like that's the movie people go, okay, if I'm gonna see a few movies this summer, I can't see them all, and I'm not
I
seeing.
think that's one of
Supergirl.
them. I think that's one of them. I think
That they see?
Supergirl is one of them that people would see. I think it's like a a very different female-led superhero like movie, especially for wearing the super, the super symbol. What does it mean? It means hope.
It's super.
Yeah, just different than what people have seen in the past, and I think just the vibe of it will really catch the general audience. I imagine like the trailer will do just really good. It just seems like a good summer movie, so I think that one will stand well with those other big heavy hitters. Like Spider-Man's after it too, and it's not like it's right.
It's like a
same
full month
or anything. Yeah,
so they got
exactly.
some time.
So I think it can definitely hold its own there. Mortal Kombat definitely not so much. I definitely think that one has to move, and yeah, definitely in that January-February slot.
That's where this is going to be the biggest marketing test for the DC Studios team, because I would say also if you had Superman come on there, that would really hurt, because that was looking like it was with crypto and the vibes was really posing to families. If the movie's vibe is like Millie's vibe in the few little scenes we saw of her, the marketing has to be like that. The marketing has to be punk rock, in your face, loud, almost not obnoxious, but like a fun obnoxious. Because if you make it look like this is like another good time family superhero movie, you got Pixar, Minions, and Moana. If it looks too much like Superman, that's a family movie, I think you'll lose out there. I think you have to make this look different, because if you look at the movies, we don't know what Master Universe's vibe's going to be, so it could be like that. But like Steven Spielberg's movie is not going to be punk rock. Scary Movie 6 is going to be to a totally different crowd, right? Toy Story 5, Minions, and Moana's all the family, and Nolan's is going to be the epic. So that's why I think there is a chance for Supergirl. Just the marketing has to they got to get that message across. Like, hey, you want to go actually have a good time, and just laugh your ass off, or have like a fun adventure? See Supergirl, because Spielberg's movie is going to be, I imagine, pretty serious like Nolan's, and there's nothing really else like that unless Masters of the Universe is a similar movie, right? If that also has like a he's He-Man and he's, because my worry with that is because we've heard it's not rumors, if the set photos are out there where he like starts on Earth and he like gets his way back to wherever the fuck He-Man's from. That's my worry, that movie could be similar to Supergirl, where it's very like pulp culture and very like lots of jokes and lots of like high octane action and whatnot. So we'll see. And yeah, Mike pointed this on the Discord earlier. He pointed again here that he said Evil Dead could be the Megan 2 bomb next summer. The reason I think Evil Dead is going to be fine is because in all those movies I listed, there's not a single horror movie there. Now, granted, like that is like the October time, but I still think in the summer you get a group of people that want to go get scared, have fun, like watch one of those movies. And that's where it's like Megan 2 wasn't that, right? Like from all those trailers, there didn't look like to be a sign of horror in it at all. That was completely gone. It was some weird adventure, whatever movie. Where Evil Dead, I don't think they're going to go that route. And for perspective too, like Evil Dead Rise had a budget of 15 to 19 million, made 147 million. If they can keep it to 15, 19 million, I think they're good. Even if they make 50, they're rolling in it. How do you guys feel about Evil Dead being in the summer? Evil Dead Burn.
I think, I don't know. I don't really see that as ever being like a general audience movie. So it's kind of I think it'll do just fine really any time of the year. Like
it's always going to do what it's going to do pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of my feel on it. So as long as it's not like the same weekend of a big hitter, but even then, like the people that are going to be going to see that movie are going to be going to see that movie. At least that's my my take on it.
Okay. Taylor, what about you? I agree with S Bubs, where not like obviously S Bubs, he said it looked like Megan 2 looked like slop. I don't think it looked like slop, but I think it looked like enough of people being, and I always say this, I don't think lots of people really actually liked Megan 1. I think that's another thing too. People are like, I don't need to see Megan ever again. That's where I was. I watched the first 15 minutes of that movie of Megan 2, and I don't know if I'll ever go back. It's not awful. It's just still like, all right, this is fine. Like they're leading into it. Like it's a bit more enjoyable. It's not like a Chucky knockoff, but I just don't think the Megan experiment worked, you know?
I liked Megan 1. I thought it had some freaky stuff and it was a good time, good movie. Megan 2, I haven't seen. I will make a point to see it. I think I should, because it's just the sequel I didn't expect to get. So I'm curious what it's going to have. But, I mean, as far as this notion of the Evil Dead and whatnot kind of being like that, that was the pitch. Yeah, it was super. Evil Dead could be the Megan 2 bomb next summer. I disagree with that. I think Evil Dead just has this kind of hype to it right now. Like we haven't seen anything for it, right? Like
Megan did too, though. Megan was viral. She's dancing everywhere.
Yeah, but I think that's very different when you look at like with Evil Dead. I mean, like the last one, Evil Dead Rise, was so freaking good. Like it's a fantastic, awesome movie. So I mean, I feel like okay, we're on a high note here. Whereas I don't think Megan 1, it was like praised and had that super high note and everything like that, right?
To that point, though, it is kind of weird. Like I imagine, of course, Jordan Peele's movie in October will be some sort of horror movie. But other than it's like Whale Fall, like that's a horror in a different sense. But there's not like a bunch of horror movies coming out. So I don't actually know why Evil Dead's not going in October. I feel like start off October and then let Jordan Peele get the back half. And maybe they will move. Maybe there's a situation where something happens. But it does feel a little odd that it's in a summer movie. But they must have some sort of sign. Superman Mike says, what could hurt Supergirl 2 is if they follow the comic. It might not hit well for younger audiences. Well, I think what they should do is they should follow the comic and it just not make it for the younger audiences. You know, like, I guess we'll have to see, but like Peacemaker fucking is the follow-up to Superman and there's a big orgy in there, right? So it's like, I think that they're at least showing, we don't know if it's going to work, right? But they're showing that they'll just make different stuff for their characters. As with Master Universe, seems like it's a bit of Barbie vibes. That looks like it's him going in the real world. And that's where I worry that Supergirl and him could have some crossover marketing-wise. So, yeah, we'll see. Taylor, anything on those Disney things? I'm like I said, I just said I'm excited that they're still doing original stuff. None of those sound great, but I do like the Hexed concept art a lot. So
The Hex, yeah, that sounds cool. Sorry, and of all the dates, did you mention Frozen at all?
I think that's still undated right now. I think it's just the past 2028 one, because the rumor going around with that is that they're making 3 and 4 together. So I think that's why
I did not know they were doing a fourth. I thought it was 3 and a live action.
well, it's just
one.
a rumor. It's just I think it's all that because it's Disney wanting the money. I think they're doing live action one, but I think the rumor is they're doing 3 and 4 back to back. So that's why it's going to be longer. But I think you'll get like 2029 Frozen 3 and then 2030 Frozen 4. So I think that's happening. Oh, okay, so it is. So I don't know why they didn't have it on their fucking thing there. So it's November 2027 as right now. But there is a rumor that they are making them back to back. So maybe 2028, you get Incredibles 3 and Frozen 4. That's a juicy year for Disney right there. And they're
Originally slated for 2026 release, with the update bumped it to 2027.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
think that's where some of those rumors came from, and I think someone was like, it's actually more than it seems, and so
Okay, I'm excited for that one. I'm really looking forward to that.
burn it, Evil Dead, burn it, Let's see here, you right there,
Blasphemy.
Kirkland. Not excited for Frozen 3?
I am. You just shitting on it. It's not
Yeah,
accepted.
burn it, dude. It already overstayed its welcome. Let's see, 1994 Golden Geek winners. So we put up the poll. If people don't know, we now do this yearly. It's annual for our Geek First Day, which is always our anniversary day. We let the patrons pick a year, and then we do Golden Geek, so our Oscars, and we decide, best film, best actors, best scenes, all this sort of stuff, and then we let them vote. There was one tiebreaker, and luckily there's no we're breaking the tie, but still I was very worried because we had the best actor, and maybe we'll just start there. That was tied, and then like, okay, we got to do a tiebreaker poll, and that got tied. So I had to make some messages before. I didn't message Taylor because I feel like I knew where Taylor was going here. But so the nominees for Best Actor in 1994, for our standpoint, was John Travolta in Pulp Fiction, Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber, Tim Robbins in Shawshank Redemption, Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump, and Woody Harrelson in Natural Born Killers, who got last place with 8.3%. Next was Tim Robbins with 16.7%, and then it was a three-way tie between Travolta, Hanks, and Carey at 25%. So we did the tiebreaker, and then Carey lost out on that, and the tiebreaker went to Travolta and Hanks, but the patrons were tied on that. Taylor, between that, who would you vote for in Best Actor if we're having to break it, Travolta or Tom Hanks?
I mean, it's Travolta.
Wow. Okay, I didn't ask it because I thought you might be Tom Hanks. So, in the event of a tie of the tie, it does go to us because we didn't vote on that patron tie. We let you guys, but you guys still were tied. So unfortunately for the Tom Hanks fans, so we were all actually no. I was you guys did it. You guys voted Travolta. I voted Hanks. I just thought that Hanks
Did you give Dylan a vote?
Yeah, he did. I messaged him before. He did Travolta as well. So that's how I knew the numbers were there. But I fucked that up in my mind. I thought I was Travolta, but I forgot that I actually voted for Hanks just because he's in the movie longer. He does more, but a great.
Just didn't want to ask me. It's with me.
No, I want a good live on air mode. I just wanted to be sure. But Kirkland, who did you vote for here?
I voted for Travolta. Also, yeah, just powerful moments, and I feel like it was bigger shock factor when he appeared on screen, whereas the Hankster, he was just floating about through the movie. No, not to rag on him by any means, but my heart pick goes to Travolta.
Yeah, so then we have Best Visuals: The Crow, The Lion King, New Nightmare, Pulp Fiction, and True Lies. Last place was New Nightmare with 8%. I'm taking out the points. You'll figure it out after. Then second last place was a tie between The Crow and Pulp Fiction at 16%. And then your winner for Best Visuals with 33%, The Lion King, which didn't surprise me. I voted for True Lies because I just loved some of the stunts and the visuals that they pull off there. I understand why people would vote Lion King, but I went with True Lies just because some very cinematic moments, and we talked about it too, where this is in the 90s, and there's, of course, some green screen CGI, but some of it seems seamless. So that's where my vote went to True Lies. But how about you, Taylor? Where'd you go for best visuals, and why?
Oh, I was there for the Lion King. I just thought, it's Mufasa, the Circle of Life. I mean, how can you not just put a vote down on that shit?
Didn't have Jamie Lee fucking moonlight stripping, you know?
Nope, but it had
Yeah, does
Fuck.
that much? Doesn't have much, yeah.
James Earl Jones.
He's not visually there. I didn't see fucking James Earl Jones holding no,
Vocally, though.
voice.
Vocally, it
This is
makes
best
the
visuals, though. It wasn't, he didn't get a best actor.
I look for good vocals to add to the visuals.
Sounds like a faulty vote. Kirkland, where did you go on this one?
I believe I did Lion King.
Lots of faultiness going on there. Why'd you, James Earl Jones? That's why?
Yeah, I could just see him on screen.
Okay. Best score: The Crow, Leon the Professional, The Lion King, Pulp Fiction, and Shawshank Redemption. Let's see. Leon the Professional did not get a single vote, so a big 0% there. Both The Crow and Pulp Fiction got 8%, and then the winner was 67%, The Lion King, which was, I gave a vote here, no brainer, great music, great songs. Kind of, yeah, it was unfair category for the best score people. So
Yeah, Lion King.
Circle of Life, Circle of Life.
I see.
We need a Circle of Life version of that.
We do.
Blast.
Best scene: The Crow transformation from The Crow, the adrenaline needle from Pulp Fiction, Andy escapes Shawshank from Shawshank Redemption, Harry and Lloyd by the campfire, aka Harry, your hands are
yeah.
freezing from Dumb and Dumber. The Jules speech from Pulp Fiction, which was the winner at 41%. There was a tie for, and then second place was the Adrenaline Needle. So Pulp Fiction taking scene 1 and 2. Tie for third and fourth between Harry and Lloyd's scene and Andy escapes, and then 0 votes for The Crow this go around for best scene. So there you go there. Best villain: Bill Paxton in True Lies, Clancy Brown in Shawshank Redemption, Gary Oldman in Leon the Professional, Robert Englund in Freddy Krueger, and Ving Rhames in Pulp Fiction. Gary Oldman getting 0 votes. Shocked me. Really shocked me. I really like that performance. And then you got Ving Rhames. He was in fourth place with 8%.
Oh, come on, Bill.
Bill
Holy
Paxton
fuck.
was in third place with 16%. Why did you think it was happening? Why do you think
Because
it
you
was
were leading,
happening?
he wasn't fifth or fourth. I was like, oh, there's a shot. There's a shot.
Well, no, there wasn't. Clancy Brown, 25% at number 2, 50% Robert Englund. I didn't think there was. You got fucking Robert Englund playing Freddy Krueger. You're not gonna. And who knows when we're gonna do a year? Most of his stuff is in the 80s, so I don't know the next time we're gonna get there. So I feel like lots of patrons maybe had that feeling too of like, one, don't get me wrong, New Nightmare, great performance, but it's just like how, and even then, like Leatherface, Jason, like we don't get to award the iconic villains, Michael Myers, like we don't get to award them the Golden Geeks because like there's no acting going on there, you know. So maybe if we ever, what year did the original Halloween come out? Maybe if we best villain, Michael might get it there, but who knows. Best supporting actor, this is the biggest murder yet in the category, but I'll lead the names off. Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction, Gary Sinise in Forrest Gump, Morgan Freeman Shawshank Redemption, Robert Downey Jr. Natural Born Killers, and Samuel L. Jackson Pulp Fiction, who took it with a whopping 75%. Oh, sorry, I forgot to ask. Why did you vote? Who'd you vote for best villain and best supporting actor? I forgot to ask you those. Sorry.
Best supporting actor, I did Jules. I
Sam
believe.
Jackson, yeah.
Sam Jackson, yes, for the phenomenal just aura that he brought to the role, and just cool guy energy, fantastic monologues, and still very much a badass. Love the look too with the suit.
Oh yeah,
fits him really well with the fro. So yeah.
And villain, who'd you vote and why?
My villain, who's the winner?
Robert Englund, Freddy.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I think I went Robert Englund.
I don't know if Kirk will vote for any of these. He's just saying he voted for the winner.
I didn't
He
actually
should-
vote for anyone. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him next. I'm gonna ask him in the next category who he voted for before I reveal the winner. Let's play this game.
Yeah, there you go. As long as you give me the options, I'll
Yeah.
remember.
Taylor, best supporting actor and villain. Who you vote for? And why?
Sam Jackson, because I mean, watch the movie and you'll find out. Best villain, Bill Paxton, 110%.
Yeah. Yeah, I vote for England as well. Same thing. And then support, like, to me, Jack, like, I love all these people. Like, Downey's phenomenal. Like, many years, I think almost all these people could actually won if they were in a different year. But Samuel Jackson's just so damn good. He could be powerful with that speech. He can be cool and calm when they're walking out the hallway. He can have, still be dumbfounded, kind of idiotic character when they're with the wolf and he's fucking up and he has like the bad clothes on everything. So yeah, I think that's just a multi-tooled performance. The other people, so Downey and Gary Sinise got 0 votes, and then Bruce Willis 8% of the vote, and then Morgan Freeman 16%. So yeah, it was very much just Samuel Jackson's world we were living in. It. Best supporting actress. Amanda Plummer in Pulp Fiction, Maria Rose as Pulp Fiction, Robin Wright, who did beat out Cameron Diaz in the poll, thank God, the tiebreaker poll that happened in Forrest Gump, Sandy Bullock in Speed, and Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction. I'm not going to ask Kirkland because I know who Kirkland voted for in this one, but because not as big as Sam Jackson, but Uma Thurman wins 66%. Like, again, that's an iconic performance, even though, she's getting wasted in Dexter over there. Wasn't wasting Pulp Fiction. So, yeah, that was my vote. I assume you guys were there as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, I have no fucking clue who I voted for. I think it was Sandy.
In Speed over Uma in Pulp Fiction?
I think so. It's because she had more screen time.
Gosh.
What?
Holy
But
God,
again-
he's showing around his head. Come on.
I can't remember. I gotta go back and look.
Shut the fuck up!
Best Actress nominees are Heather Langenkamp in New Nightmare, Jamie Lee Curtis in True Lies, Julia Lewis in Natural Born Killers, Kristen Dunst in Interview with the Vampire, and Natalie Portman, Leon the Professional. Kirkland, who'd you vote for here?
I think I did Natalie Portman. Who was the other child actress?
Kristen Dunst in Interview with the Vampire.
I think I went Portman here. It was 50-50 between the two. But I don't know. I just, stuck with me more.
Well, there you go. Kirkland did vote for the winner in Natalie Portman and Leon the Professional, who got 50%. Like I said, other than Best Actor, a lot of these were pretty heavy-hitted one way or the other. It wasn't there wasn't too many close ones this year. Julia Lewis got 8%. Kristen Dunst got 8%. Jamie Lee Curtis got 33%. And then I'm missing? Oh, Heather Langenkamp, New Nightmare. Not a single vote. Taylor, who did you vote for?
Oh, Jamie, baby.
You can't be celebrating that. You didn't vote for her in True Lies. The visuals were all there. Harry. Remember she's in the limo. Another Harry in there.
Oh yeah.
I remember her. And then finally, the nominations for 1994's Best Picture chosen by us and voted for by each and every one of you: The Crow, Lion King, Pulp Fiction, Shawshank Redemption, and True Lies. So we did a 3-way vote between Lion King, True Lies, and New Nightmare, and fucking New Nightmare did not make it. So the votes getting 0%. What do you guys think got 0%? Nominees are The Crow, Lion King, Pulp Fiction,
The Crow.
Shawshank, and True Lies.
Probably The Crow.
It was The Crow at 0%.
So sad.
Tied for third and fourth place was The Lion King and True Lies. So it's down to Shawshank and Pulp Fiction.
Oh, I know what I got it for sure.
Yeah? Pizza bet me?
That's suspicious as fuck. I ain't taking that pizza bet.
Okay. Well, you should have, because 66% is Pulp Fiction, which you were probably thinking.
Oh.
Pulp Fiction.
I'm kidding.
You got me. You saw me there. We both got each other. But yeah, Pulp Fiction, 66%. It's funny, when it first started, like the first couple days of votes, it was like relatively close. Like Lion King was there and Shawshank. Actually, I think Shawshank was the closest in second. And then I checked back a couple days later and it was not close at all. Pulp Fiction ran away with it, which, that's what I vote for. We did a retro on it. I've talked about it before. It's a top 4, 3, 2. Like, I don't know where it's ranked, but it's in my top Mount Rushmore films. It's one of the greatest movies made all time. So that was a easy vote for me. What about you, Taylor?
I mean, Shawshank is good. I really like that movie, but then just the hype after this being my first time seeing Pulp Fiction, just that the hype is up there. And that's another one, like I was talking with Old Country for Old Men earlier. I want to watch Pulp Fiction again right away. And I think I added Deathloop to my watch list, so that's something I'm going to try and make happen.
Why are you watching Deathloop?
You told me to.
I don't think I did.
Is that the
Did I help
game?
him? Did I help him out?
Death Proof.
Death Proof.
Dylan would like you to
Deathloop.
play Deathloop, but we
You
weren't
go full
talking about the
50,
day.
more than death though.
Yeah. Kirkland. Well, what do you vote for and why?
I voted for Pulp Fiction, just better rewatchability and just a better movie. I said it. I ain't worried.
There you go. You vote for what? Sorry.
Pulp Fiction.
The Crow.
Oh, for some reason I thought I heard you say Shaw Sing, and you're just dropping like better movie. I'm like, all right, sir, you can think what you want.
Better than both of them.
Okay, we're gonna take our last. So that was it. Thank you everybody that voted. Thank you everyone that watched. That episode's still there. So if you want to hear us debate and how we got there, it's there. Our next Golden Geeks will be for 2025 in January of next year, and then next G Day we'll do it again where you guys will pick a year. 1994, very random. Because last year we gave you guys a few years to pick from. You guys picked 1994 on your own. So who knows? I'm waiting for a time where we get like the fucking 70s or something like that. Somewhere it's like I gotta watch, like I've seen some 70s movies, but like I gotta watch like a whole stuff that I've never ever seen. So we'll see what happens next year. But yeah, thank you everyone that participated and voted. We very much appreciate all you patrons. We'll be right back after this last ad break. We're back. Taylor sound like a fucking serial killer. Thank you. Sound like Angel Batista. Kirkland, you gonna make it to Helldivers after this cast? You
We'll
look like
see.
you're on the ropes.
Like Joe Biden meme coming in. No,
Okay, so just some updates. Also, you can check this week on SideQuest. We did the trivia. That was tons of fun. I forgot to promote at the beginning, but it was Dylan's kind of SideQuest 10-year episode. But at the end of that, we did the draft update. So we got that going on. I'm not going to update the Comic-Con draft or the superhero draft because we just draft those actors. No one's been picked yet. So I got some updates on the MCU draft, and they got updates on the movie draft, which is a spicy one. So the MCU character draft, Kirkland is, let me see, actually no, sorry, Taylor is still in last place with 35. No points change for you, Taylor. No Rick Strange, no nothing that happened there. Kirkland right now, I should list off, this is like a fantasy draft where we pick characters, and if they have an appearance, if they are in a post credit, if they're leading in something, you get points. If they die, they lose stuff. Taylor has Wilson Fisk, Doctor Strange, Punisher, Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer, Miss Marvel, Shang-Chi, Valentina, Scarlet Witch, Scar, and Rick Strange.
That's
so there
a
you go.
good fucking list right there.
You started with Wilson Fisk, man. That's not a good list. Not a good list. Easy layup points for a lead. Didn't happen. Kirkland's in third place right now with 100 points. He has Spider-Man, Johnny Storm, Red Guardian, U.S. Agent, Wong, She-Hulk, Iron Fist, Falcon, Happy Hogan, and Luke Cage. The only body that's got you points since, from Fantastic Four was Iron Fist, because there was an Iron Fist in that Black Panther Wakanda Forever
There we go.
show or whatnot that we haven't watched. We'll watch for the MCU Golden Geeks next year. Dylan is in second place. He got some points for Sue Storm being in the post credit of F4. So he's got 10 points since then. He's in second place with 120 points. He has Sue Storm, Reed Richards, Ironheart, Bucky, Ghost, Hulk, Okoye, Kate Bishop, Turk, and Taskmaster. So that end credit helped them out, but not as much as me, because I'm in first place with 140 points. I got Daredevil, Sam Wilson, The Thing, Yelena, Wonder Man, Franklin Richards, Uatu, Claire, Jessica Jones, and the one that I think won me this draft this year. We'll see, Dr. fucking Doom, because he was unadvertised appearance in that, and he was in the post credit. So I got a nice juicy 25.
Are we
I
sure?
got-
Are we sure that they didn't confirm that was Doctor Doom though? Yeah.
What?
The I'm Victor was a fan created thing.
Okay. If we get to the movie next year and they confirm it's not, it's just Reed playing a joke, then sure, I'll resend it. But yeah, I got a full top tier 25 starring points for Doctor Doom there. So that got me probably the win there. And I got Wonder Man coming out soon. That's a leading one. And is that all I guess we got Marvel Zombies. Marvel Zombies could be. we could have some traction there. So there could be some fun stuff going on there. That's like our what if. So we'll see. And then finally, let's talk about some of these trailers. So Taylor, you did not see any of these trailers. Taylor did not do his job, so he will be suspended for I don't know, a day, and then we'll need him for side quests on Monday. So, but before that, oh God, I can't. How do you say the fucking Yorgos trailer, Kirkland? Bugonia?
Pagoda?
Bugona?
Fuck, I gotta look at it again. Let me see how it's spelled.
This is like that one word we can't say. What is that?
Begonia.
Subsequently. Say it. Someone say it.
Subsequently? Fuck
No,
you!
see-
You fucking
Subsequently.
fucked me up.
It's not subsequently.
Subsequently? No, it's
No.
What are you guys trying to say?
Subsequently.
Oh my god, you killed my brain. I can't say it now.
There's a cast. Me and Kirkland and Kyle could not say it. Me and Kirkland were fucking up, and Kyle's like, "It's this."
Subsequently. No, that doesn't
Yeah.
sound right at all.
Yeah, and then he said it. Like,
Are you
our
trying to
way.
say this word?
Say it. Hit the.
Subsequently.
No, that's.
Subsequently.
You
That's what
did
it said.
The Kyle thing. You
No,
did
that's
the
what it said.
Kyle
I just
thing.
clicked it. It said subsequently. Subsequently, right there.
Yeah, but that's not what you said, Taylor. You said
I said
subsequently.
subsequently.
But that's not how it said.
And I will admit that now.
Yeah, see? I'm telling you, this is one of the hardest words in the fucking English language. What is it?
Subsequently.
Subsequently. So
there you go.
subsequently, Taylor don't watch these trailers, but Bugonia, Chad Powers, the Carpenter's son, Play Dirty, Is This Thing On, and Deathstalker, per the request of Superbad Mike. What do you think of
Deathstalk?
these?
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed that one. You can take.
Did I
my,
not put it
my
there?
funds. I didn't see it on there.
Oh, I
So maybe you lose your
swear.
funds. Maybe it's your fault.
Oh, I might have sent you the Patreon list, and I didn't really include that. Mike, I did see it, so I will. You guys, when I talk about it, you guys should pull it up. It's minute 25, and it's just crazy stuff. But, Kirkland, what do you think about these trailers you did see?
Yeah, Begonia, I really enjoyed.
Subsequently.
Looks pretty crazy. I like seeing Plemons in this type of role. It just reminds me of roles that I've enjoyed of his in the past, of just a crazy criminal type guy. And yeah, I'm expecting some great acting performances in there. Going from that, the Carpenter's Son, the Nicolas Cage one, it started, and I was like eating. I think I was like, I don't know. I was like eating something as it started, and I'm like, I don't want to watch this trailer right now. This is just killing my appetite. I just don't feel good watching this trailer. And then the trailer
Taylor, you
ended,
should
and I'm
pull it
like,
up.
I'm like,
It's like
okay, it's
23
just a
seconds.
What's it
teaser.
called?
It's just a teaser.
The Carpenter's Son.
Yeah, and then it just ended, and I'm like, okay, that's the right amount that I wanted for that trailer. So
It looks like it's going to be fucking weird, though. It
Yeah,
looks like it's going to be.
absolutely.
I'm like, very excited.
I'm not
for
gonna
us
eat
to
while
see
I watch that movie.
Yeah.
That might be like a no popcorn event.
Yeah.
And then
Taylor's laughing. You see?
This is heavy breathing.
Yeah.
oh, it's just loud, and yeah, it's ominous. The Chad Powers one, I am so uninterested in this at all.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's just based off of like what I think Eli Manning did, where like I saw the actual video where he dresses up as Chad Powers, and to have a
Oh, I
whole
didn't
movie of
know
that.
this.
Okay, there you go. That's
No,
probably
oh,
why
no,
you like it a
don't-
lot more.
I'll lay it on you. I'll fact check this. I don't even think it's a fucking movie. I think it's a show.
Yeah, I'm so
Which
out.
sounds
I'm
worse
so
to
out
me.
on that. Like I liked it for like the little 11-minute skit that I saw of it on YouTube.
Yeah, comedy series. It's not even a.
yeah,
this to me
not
screams a
interested.
hour and a half movie. A show?
Yeah, I'm super out on that one. It's unfortunate, and
I don't know what his agent's doing, man. Like I just feel like you don't. He's hot right now. Obviously, we're gonna see it with Running Man November if that can continue. But he had Anyone But You. And they had Twisters. I would hope Running Man's a hit. I just feel like why are you putting yourself on a Hulu Disney
Yeah.
Plus show? Like unless it was agreed upon before Anyone But You, and he's like, oh, I still got to do this. It just feels like this feels like something he would do like 5 years from now when his career's like. He was super hot and that's winding down. And then once I saw it was a series, it's like a series. Like I could buy this as like a movie. Like okay, hour and a half, some fun. You release it during football, get some streams and go on. But a series of this, yeah, I don't know. I didn't mind some of the jokes. I think I'll give it like one episode try because I do like Glenn Powell and he's great in comedy. So I will give it a try. I like the Miss Doubtfire pitch. I love Miss Doubtfire, but I do have questions. Powell co-created the show. Well,
He's like, do I
Someone's
still
gonna
gotta be
stop
part of it?
Someone's gonna someone's gonna sometimes you gotta have an agent that says no, but you know that's just my opinion.
The Play Dirty trailer. There's some moments that I wasn't vibing with too much, but overall it seemed like a good enough time. And the fact that it's Prime, I imagine it's just releasing on Prime. Is that the gist of it? So yeah, we'll see. I do have a special place in my heart for these types of movies of action with some comedy in there, and Wahlberg's good enough in those types of roles. And can't remember the other guys.
Keith Stanfield.
Yeah,
and it's also
I like
directed
him.
by Shane Black, who did Lethal Weapon and Kiss Kiss Bang
Right, I
Bang
forgot
and The
that.
Nice Guys.
I like the vibe of the trailer. Overall.
Yeah. Yeah, with that one, I'm like a 50-50 because I can see there's some moments where Wahlberg and Lakeith have like that classic Shane Black, like a duo, and they're back and forth and they're having some good moments. But then there's some other times where it's like this looks like a cheap streaming
100%.
movie. Yeah, and it doesn't look like. And I just looked. Fuck. The last thing Shane Black directed, I forgot, was The Predator in 2018. So it's been.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, but before that, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Iron Man 3, Edge, The Nice Guys, like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and The Nice Guys, just phenomenal movies in my opinion. So The Predator was phenomenally bad. I don't know if that's just all for him to be blamed on, but yeah, this movie, I want to like it. I want to enjoy the Shane Black thing, but I don't know. I just worry it looked too streamy. Yeah, he did go director jail after The Predator. 2018. This guy's been directing movies since 2018, and he was like has a lot of hits. Yeah, director jail 100%. So.
What was the last one?
Is this thing on? Did you watch that? Next Bradley Cooper movie?
That's not Bradley Cooper, is it?
Well, he's in the trailer, but he's
Okay.
it's his
I'm
third
like,
direction. It's his
What
third
the
directional
fuck
one.
prosthetic is on him? That's not Bradley
The
Cooper.
Chad Powers.
Yeah. I liked enough of what was going on here. I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty PH7 on this one. I'm pretty in the middle. There's
Oh, okay.
I imagine there's some special sauce to it, but yeah, very very lukewarm on it overall. It's like I was waiting for the Joker moment to happen. When he has his
Pulls out
book and just yeah.
You should enjoy yourself. Did any of you watch the Deathstalker trip? Did you watch Deathstalker?
I couldn't remember what it was called.
Okay,
Deathstalker.
it's Deathstalker. It's 2025 because it's a remake of a movie. So pull it up. You need to have.
Oh, I did watch that actually.
On your own accord.
Yeah, on my own accord.
So we'll get there. I'll let Kirkland
Is this
watch
that
this.
GIF
But
that you keep posting? Where it's like the
Me?
guy with the shotgun?
who? Is it me
Never
posting
mind.
the GIF?
Never mind. Move on.
I don't think that's one of us, Kirkland.
Confused.
It's one of your friends. Yeah. What's the
Oh, it's you.
confusion? No, what guy with the shotgun are you talking about? I don't care. What are you gonna say? I'm not gonna get
Just keep
canceled for
going.
anything.
Just keep going.
No,
I'll
what guy
find
with the
it.
shotgun? What guy with the
Keep going.
shotgun?
Just keep
No,
moving.
no.
I'll find it.
Taylor, you're gonna find the GIF?
I have
I
no
found
idea
it.
what game.
I have no
you're
idea what the
talking
fuck he's talking about. A shotgun guy? There's no way that's me.
Just keep going.
He's right. He's right. Is this thing on? I'm very curious about. Oh, Taylor's mad. He's like, hey, "What'd you do?
What gift?
What shotgun?" Yeah. Where's the- It's so interesting where Bradley Cooper jumps over to direct and he directs Star is Born, massive hit, nominated for Oscars. Some people say it's the best movie that year, etc. Right? And then Maestro comes out, and that comes out, but that's a very like Oscar baity where a lot of people is like, this is not like it's that type of movie. It's like, oh, that got nominated, and he got like memed on a lot, but still nominated for Best Director, or I can't remember if he got nominated for Best Director. Can someone in the chat let me know? But I know he got actor, and the film got nominated. A bunch of nominations still, right? But for me, Maestro was very just fine. I love Will Arnett, and I love Laura Dern. This just does not look, in my opinion, I'm not trying to put it down. Maybe once I get there and see this movie, I'll be completely changed. This does not look like the same guy that just directed 2 Best Picture nominees. This just looks like a movie we've seen a bunch of different times. Now, I'm hoping it's just like you can't preview this movie that way, and I hope I'd love for in February when I'm doing the Oscar cast with the patrons to be talking about how Will Arnett's nominated for Best Actor. I love Arnett. It'd be great that you could take a comedic actor and make that turn, but even just like that stage where he's on there like, oh, I'm divorced, and you know I didn't know that until I was alone. Like I was like, I don't know if anyone really like his delivery of it wasn't good enough that I could believe someone was laughing that much about it. So for me, I just don't. Oh, Kirk on such a, what is this? Let's see. Okay, that's first of all, that's not a shotgun. The comedian, it's the comedian. What do you think? I'm sending some
It
mega
looks like
thing
a
or something
fucking-
like
it
that.
looks like a shotgun.
He's setting rubber bolts and stuff. No, it's anytime Taylor and I talk about Helldivers, I show the comedian because I bring the comedian vibe when I'm playing Helldivers. I just want to fuck shit up. So, God, the shotgun. Everyone hearing that's like, who's he sharing? I'm not gonna say. But yeah, so just odd trailer, but I'll be there for the movie. I'm hoping the movie shows better than that. Bugonia, I don't know. I loved Poor Things, but everything else of his work I've always thought was very well made, but I didn't love it and would never need to go back to watch it. Same thing with like Kinds of Kindness, where there's some stories in there and aspects I really love, but other stuff that didn't work for me. And I just worry, like, is the twist just gonna be she's an alien? Like, they talk
I
about
hope
this
it's
movies.
not.
Me too, right? But I
Yeah.
feel like that's what it's gonna be, and I just feel like it feels like they're diving into similar like Editon, where it's like a similar like COVID or political thing, where it's like, what happens if someone falls down a rabbit hole and their just mind gets obsessed by this idea? And Jesse Plemons and their friend think this girl's an alien. They're gonna abduct her and interrogate her until she admits she's an alien, right? And I just feel like if she just admits she's an alien, one, that doesn't feed well into the like, hey, people that fall down these rabbit holes, they're sick, and it's like, well, she was an alien, so clearly then you're kind of what's the term when you're helping someone like be an addict or commit bad things? What's that term?
Yeah, you're feeding their addiction.
No, that's not the term.
For lack of a
I
better
said-
term.
Accomplice.
Accomplice, enabler.
Oh yeah.
There
Come
you
on,
go.
you
That's what I
guys
said.
subsequently back me up. Thank you, enabling. What's that word again? Sub.
Subsequently.
Subsequently. Thank you, as
Subsequently.
and that guy subsequently, and that guy B. Yeah. So I just I hope there is a magic trick to this movie, because I just feel like then do some people, when she's not an alien, they go, well, that's lame. She wasn't a fucking alien. But it's like, I don't know. So I think performances look great. That moment at the end when Plemons just gets on the fucking table and starts like Plant Apes running at Emma Stone, it's like, fuck, man, like this looks good. And Emma Stone, she's the GOAT right now. To me, she's the best actress in the world. I think there's a good shot she could win the Best Actress Oscar for this, and she would tie the record for Jack Nicholson, Daniel Day, and Meryl Streep. They all have 3 Oscars. So she could do it. And if she gets an Oscar, I think she's like 36. She has ample time to break the fucking record. And I think she's gonna. She's the best in the world right now, I think, male or female. I think this trailer, again, looks great. So I'll be there. I just hope it's not a long theater sit. And then, is there anything else I'm missing? I meant Chad Carpenter's son just looks fucking wild. I talked about Chad Powers. Deathstalker, I'd only seen the images, and I almost put it in the list, but I didn't. But then Mike said, hey, put it in there. So I did. I am now on board. I haven't watched it yet, but I know like that new Red Sonja movie is on VOD now. I want to check that out. This looks like a good time. This almost looks like it could be like a after night movie night as well. Like I appreciate where it feels like it is a fake movie that's made into a movie, but not in the bad way. Where it reminds me of those Grindhouse trailers we were just talking about. This feels like Deathstalker would have been in that realm of trailers and would be like, oh, that looks fucking crazy, but they would never make it. It looks like everyone's in on the joke. They're going really over the top, really for it. This guy's a stunt guy. He's been in a bunch of things, like he's in Ballerina, so I think it's like a John Wick scenario where it's like, I imagine a stunt director's maybe directing this or a crew. Let's see. The director did a movie called Psycho Gorman, same vibe but sci-fi. Okay, I'll have to take a gander at some point. But I'm actually in on this. I'm not sure when I'll see it, but I will see it at some point here. But Taylor, you'd seen this on your own free will here.
Yes, I did. I watched it and I thought, this is pretty cool. I like this. It's got like an old The Name of the King, Jason Statham, Ron Perlman kind of vibe. Like, I don't know what it is, but like there's some old 2000s medieval movie.
BZ medieval.
Seventh Son with Julianne Moore,
Oh
Jeff
my God,
Bridges.
Seventh Son. Jeez.
Yeah, what's
Name
the other
dropping,
one?
though.
Nick Cage and Ron Perlman in
The
what was
Last
that
Witch
one?
Hunter? No, that's the Vin
That's
Diesel
Vin
one.
Diesel.
Yeah.
Um,
What is that Nick Cage one?
It's like the Witch Hunter. or
Season of
something
the
like
Witch.
that? Season of the
Witch.
Witch.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in theaters back in 2011. Yeah, this reminds me of that was a flex. This movie just reminds me of that kind of era a little bit. So I'm excited for it.
Especially since he believes the original Deathstalker is so famously bad, it's so good. So obviously everyone is on the joke here. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. That's a good time then.
The Carpenter's Son, that looks. I didn't realize it was a horror movie, but this just seems like someone in the comments was like Brightburn, but real biblical. I thought, fuck, that's a crazy concept. But just the guy like tweaking out on the rock, I thought, man, is this gonna be like Jesus fighting like demons? Because that's
I have no idea.
like
yeah.
Jesus is a demon hunter, but Jesus is Nick Cage. That would be pretty sweet.
I feel like Nick Cage he's just popping off again in a lot of stuff. I feel like he took a little break there, but he's just in so much stuff right now. And luckily most of it has been good or interesting, but it's just, I feel like every couple weeks we're seeing him in a trailer. Also we saw him in Fu Manchu. So even he's appearing in fake trailers back in 07. But yeah, Kirkland, any thoughts on Deathstalker?
Yeah, I'm in on it. It looks like a fun time. I just like the overall vibe, I like the music. So it was like original music from Bear McCreary in there. Which
Yeah,
is,
and
cool to see.
Slash.
Slash. I can't remember the third one on there, but yeah, overall it just looks like a crazy fun time. And when he's holding up that like just crazy sword,
Yeah.
at the end, it's just like, oh my gosh, this is so over the top. But I like that there's a place for these types of movies in the world.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. We've done it. We will be back, of course, next week and stuff. Tons of casts, but for newscasts, we'll be back in a couple weeks. Unless if something big drops, then we'll be reporting on and whatnot. So until next time, thank you to everyone in the live chat. Thank you to everyone that listened after the fact. When you hear from us again, I promise you it won't be boring.